Sick of you people. Sick of you all. How can you say things like that? How can you say balls? How can you say balls, sorry, balls, balls, sorry, balls, balls in chat? That's all you say. All you say is balls, balls, balls. Had enough. Had enough of all of you. Everybody better stop saying balls right now. Or you're gonna be in trouble. Oh, you think you can keep saying it? Okay. Well, I guess you can keep saying it because it's time to do the tournament. It's time for another one, folks. The tournaments keep coming. And they don't stop coming. Welcome back. It's time for the third tournament of Mechbellum, Community Mechbellum, brought to us by Starbright Bunny. Thank you again, Starbright, for setting this up. This one's a little bit different. This one is a 2v2 tournament. So if you've been here for the previous ones, we did last month and the month before. Well, I just show up and cast them. Starbright actually does them, as do the players. Then you'll know they were 1v1s. This is a 2v2, it's going to be very different. It's going to be different because while the players have teamed up, I have gone solo. Sammy's not here to cast this one because he's got stuff going on. He can't be here, I'm sorry. Don't nobody complain. Somebody says, I mean, I could cast him if you want me to. I mean, if you want to, Starbright, it's your tournament. If you just want to fill the stream with incessant giggling, I mean, I don't need that. I can do it on my own, but it's your tournament. If you want to cast Starbright, like, I can't tell you not to. It's your tournament. But I'm quite comfortable on my own as well. It's up to you. Is that actually, wait, is that actually Starbright? Starbright Forever. Starbright, is that you and you changed your name to Starbright Forever? Yeah, that's you? Okay. I was just checking. You changed your name, I see that. Anyway. Well, you gotta decide that for yourself, Starbright, let me know, but one way or the other, I hear we're gonna do some games. I hear I got a bracket to look at. Hang on, I gotta pull that up. I got some breakfast in front of me, but out of respect for everyone, I'm gonna try not to eat it until at least 3 minutes into the stream. Get you have to cuss you. I don't need this. She's in bed. Alright, hang on. I gotta get the bracket up. So let me see. Our bracket here. This is a different kind of tournament as well. In that it is a round robin. It is not a double elimination like the last ones. Are you doing it? Okay. Hang on. Hello.
Oh god, I'm hearing you twice. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm here. Hello.
Take your time.
Had to mute the stream.
Welcome.
Hello. Have you had a look at the I can't call them brackets because they're not brackets. Didn't quite have enough people to sign up for a proper bracket, so round robin it is.
Wait, I gotta move you over so you're in the right position. But let me put the brackets on the screen as well. Hang on.
Oi, Aragon,
Yes.
I'll see you in fucking chat. Don't fucking bonk me, you little shit.
Yes.
No, Chef, not you too.
Yes, we have bracket here. Okay, so last two you've done double eliminations. This time it is a 2v2 round robin with 5 teams, right?
Yeah, 5 teams. Everyone is playing against each other twice. Just to, get some more rounds, get some more game in.
Alright. Sorry, I'm like distracted just because I'm like moving your avatar over that, so I'll be like online in a second in my brain. 1 second.
Take your time.
Well, too late. I did it. It's done now. So, okay, we have round 1 through to round 10. So we've got 10 matches today. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10.
10 matches
Okay.
for us to stream today.
What is the format? Is it... Because there's different types of 2v2. Are these going to be compact, siege, or standard 2v2?
It's gonna be standard. I did toy with trying to see if I can, like, get the other game modes in, but it just got too complicated, so I was like, fuck it, standard only.
Keep it simple. Okay, sounds good. Alright, is there anything to say before we just start seeing matches? Are you excited to see the 2v2s? Is there anyone you're watching here?
This is, if my participants are...
Oh.
Give me War Factories!
War Factories. Okay. We want War Factories. I too am curious to see if anyone will do War Factories. I agree.
Oh yeah, so actually also the teams. You need to know the teams too, because this is I did have people give themselves little names for their teams.
Okay.
Let me pull up my sheet here. So our 5 teams are. Oh god, ow, my voice. We have the Great Conspirators. That is QWERTY and Ricochet. We have the Second String Bowmen. That's the team with Paladin of Argyle and Krabs.
Oh wait, so
Krabs.
Yeah, so hang on. So there's 2 teams going at each other each round. So we're not seeing every match?
We're not seeing every match, no.
Okay. I see now. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. I got confused too. Don't worry.
That's alright. I understand now. Right. So 10 rounds, and each round there's 2 sets of teams fighting each other. Okay, cool.
Yep. So yeah, that's and then we've got team Nya Nya Nya. 3 guesses as to who is in that one, and the first 2 don't count.
Krabs.
yes. It's Salty and Incredon. Then we have the Mobsters. That is Gof the Great and his friend Captain Zaku. And finally, we have the Spin Cycle. That is going to be Arakasi. Didn't see them last time, but we get to welcome them back for the team tournament. Arakasi and Menfets. I can't pronounce that name.
Menfansters.
Awful. Menfansters. Thank you, Beagle. Yeah, so those are the teams. Which, for the first round, we've got Spin Cycle versus Nya Nya Nya. We've got the Great Conspirators versus the Second String Bowmen. What do you want to stream or cast first?
Okay, so it's Spin versus Nya 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 in round 1, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Or it's Spin versus Nya Nya Nya, and it's Great Conspirators versus Second String Bowmen. They're going to be playing simultaneously.
I think it's good to start things off light and with a bit of levity, so let's watch the Incredon and Salty Salt team.
Hell yeah, alright. Let me get all of y'all's in the
It's a tease. I'm teasing you, Salt.
Now.
This is a tease. I'm teasing you right now. Okay, one sec. Let me get in the game. Boom, okay. Invites. That's the wrong button. Okay, I'm in. Let me go down to spectator.
So there's a weird thing with Mechbellum where it won't let you invite people into the lobby if you're in the spectator slot. Which is frustrating, to say the least.
That's weird, yeah. So you have to stay in there until you've invited them.
Yep. It's annoying.
It's not really... The game is not ready for competitive, clearly.
Clearly, obviously.
Yeah.
If I can somehow win throwing random bullshit at the wall, clearly we're not ready.
Yeah, well, don't say that about Sammy's Total War AI tournament with Barley, then. Because that's not what happened.
I watched it. I'm well aware. Who am I missing?
Sammy, why are you here? What?
Yeah, that's...
Sammy, you're in chat, but wait. Oh, you go hang out with your friends? Are you and your little friends watching the stream now, Sammy? You and your little chums?
I have to do your job for you, Scammy!
Your friends are coming over in like 15 minutes? Well, the tournament will be over in 15 minutes. You could have done it. I'm ribbing Sammy, but I'm actually not allowed to rib him anymore because he gave me and Jamble like the best wedding gift of Baldur's Gate 3, so can't make fun of him anymore. He's like my godfather now or something.
All right. Just waiting on the players to ready up now. Whenever y'all are ready. Or for my other team, for the folks in conspirators and the bowmen, y'all can start your match whenever you're ready. As for this game, I haven't seen Arakasi play in a while, actually, so I don't know what's gonna be up with them. But Salty and Incredon,
Yeah,
very big memers.
Arakasi, like, won the first tournament and then left, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so Arakasi,
So
for those who
I'm
don't
excited.
remember, tournament 1 winner with the aggro comp, I believe. It was the aggro balls and crawls up front comp, which and the corner comp as well. It was the corner. It was nuanced. And then Incredon has been, it's almost like violence when I say this and remind Incredon of this, but Incredon has been runner-up for both the previous tournaments. Second place, semi-finalist, grand finalist number 2, sorry, in both tourneys. So, I wonder if Incredon's going to go all the way this one, or get the second again, or maybe just get knocked out immediately. I mean, how does it work? Because it's a round robin, so it's not about getting knocked out, right? It's just about how many points you get?
That's just how many wins you can get.
Okay. So Incredon, get more points than the person who gets the most points. That's what you gotta do.
Incredon's already thrown shade.
This is why it happens to you, Incredon. This is what happens. The universe sees that. Oh look, is that new when you look over the buttons now of the players? It shows unlocked squads. That's nice.
Oh, that's
Okay, now
actually, yeah. That's,
we gotta work
never
hard
actually
here.
noticed that.
We gotta work hard here because I know from a little bit of slight experience before that casting 2v2s is hard. So if you wanna take us away here, tell us what you think of the layout here strategically as we get into it.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to go have a look at, but looks like both Incredon and Salty have starting off with some Stormcallers, and oh god, I'm looking over on the Arakasi. Is that the Arakasi versus Salty? Yeah,
Yeah.
Arakasi versus Salty. They're both going biased, an aggressive biased side, but they're on opposite ends. They're just gonna go fly past each other.
That is interesting because the storms. I'm not eating. Don't listen. I'm not eating. The Stormcallers. Oh, good. Both gonna hit those towers really early too. So I'm gonna come back over
yeah.
to. I'm gonna come over to Incredon's side after, but I just want to see Arakasi versus Salty. I think this is the lineup here. I want to see how these two go.
Yeah, those crawlers are gonna distract the Stormcallers, and I think Arakasi's crawler's gonna eat Salty's tower. Yeah, there it goes.
Now it's interesting. It looked really mirrored. Was this not as mirrored as I thought? I thought there was storms for blue team as well on the left here, but I guess not.
No, it's just red team with the Stormcallers.
Yeah, red team, and then red team didn't have anything. I haven't got the names fully down pat in the 2v2 here yet. But red team couldn't stop the crawlers coming in. That's like a pretty easy mop up over there. I'm gonna go over to the other side. It's hard. It's hard to keep track of 2v2s. There's phoenixes in the air.
Looks like the Fangs are gonna clean them up though. Phoenixes are distracted with the Stormcallers.
I'm distracted with what happened over here, but it looks like, yeah, it's just because the side I wanted to watch was like a blowout with the crawlers, and I went over to the other side, I was like, oh, they're dead. So all I can tell now is that, like, who's left? It's red versus blue now, right? So it's red versus green.
Yeah, it's red versus blue.
Yeah.
Incredon, it's Incredon stuff versus I think that's Arakasi stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we need to remember like the just like the overall 2v2 names, I guess. I can't remember the names of them. I can barely remember. It's just one is blue, one is red. So blue
let's
has
just go with that.
Blue has a whole bunch of sledges here. Got squad and a half basically coming in against bunch of fangs and storms. I don't think it looks great. What do you think?
When it comes to Stormcallers in these early rounds and the kind of situation, it's just RNG, baby. It's prey to RNGs. This.
You think it's RNG based on like the storms hitting?
Yeah, basically. Because if they don't hit, then you're kind of screwed. But if they do hit, then
yeah,
all is well.
Well, in this case, easy mop up for the storms on the sledges, and you know, Arakasi did win their fight, but unfortunately, sledges versus storms it just isn't going to work out. So it is unfortunate for Arakasi how that happened. All right, they're picking their power ups.
Getting shield drop from. Sorry, you're gonna have to help me out, Beagle.
Oh, Mephansterus there, yeah. Now, Mephansterus is the one who lost their 1v1 last time. So I want to come over and watch Mephansterus versus Incred on this thing, because we saw Arakasi versus Salt. Salt just got, like, run over by Arakasi's aggression build. Both players, as you said, doing, like, a side bias, but Arakasi's, well, worked. If we go over a look at Mephansterus versus Incredon, what did Incredon do that beat Mephansterus? Let's do some detective work here. Bun, what happened? Wow, a lot of units.
I see some wasps. Incredon's after my heart here.
Yeah, you do love wasps, don't you?
Wait, where the fuck did they go? Where did those wasps go? Incredon, tell me this information now. Oh, they're in the flank. Okay.
Oh, I see.
I think what happened was Incredon had Meneferes went biased and didn't cover his flank, so Incredon's had some crawlers on the side that just kind of ate the tower uncontested.
Yeah, I'm not eating. Sorry, I'm starving. Just like the crawlers were starving for the tower, but... So you reckon they were biased on one side? I don't know, I can't figure it out in backwards now, but I can see what's going on right now, which is just a lot of crawlers from Meph, and then 2 Phoenixes. Where's the rest of the army? There's an Arclight, level 2 Arclight, and level 2 Crawler on the left flank for Meph. I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Oh, they're elite spec.
Oh, the Wasps are there.
Yeah, the Wasps are there for Incredon, and the Wasps are just going to eat all that up because, I mean, there's no AA for that flank. The Phoenixes aren't going to have anything left to tie them over, and I'm just seeing, like, a real lack of crowd control for Meph here. Like, the enemy has Crawlers, and there's just, like, no Arclight on the front line here for Meph to take him out. Crawlers just overrunning their tower instantly, and it just does not look very strong. Looks a bit flimsy for Meph here. So,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What's going on over the other side, Bun?
I was not paying attention, but it looks like Salty has ran over Arakasi, because I see some steel balls eating a tower, and now they're gonna eat the tanks.
Oh no.
And then they're gonna eat me!
And then they are, yeah, it's looking worse for Arakasi this time around, because remember last time Arakasi did win their 1v1, but clearly not this time.
I'm gonna have to go look at the unit's deployment afterwards to see what exactly happened. Also, it seems Salty stole some of Incredon's wasps as well, because I see 3 wasps over there.
Oh, hacked the wasps? Always a good move.
No, there's just some positioning dragged the wasps over.
Every single person going for intensive training, as you do there.
Yep, that's an easy pick on round 3.
Yeah. I've only ever seen, like, Gof not take that in the last tournament, where Gof was just going, like, 50 credits, 50 credits, 50 credits every time, pure aggro, which is interesting. But everyone here, especially in a 2v2, which I think can go a bit longer, everyone wants to go for that intensive training.
Yeah, definitely. 2v2s do tend to be longer game. Although, okay, I see what happened here. So, basically, Salty threw a shield down on top of his formation, and that stalled the tanks.
Yeah, I mean, Sledges can't get through shields, really.
Yeah. And even though Arakasi's stuff ate Salty's tower, Salty was able to sit quite pretty and happy and safe inside that little shield.
Yeah, Arakasi now bringing in the Phoenixes, but it's a little bit scary in my opinion. Like, Salt is very biased on the corner here. And just has so much beef, like Stangs, Storms, Balls, Arclights, Crawlers. And I think what's interesting is that the strategy Salt is doing here, the biased on one side clump, is similar, not exactly the same, but similar to what Arakasi liked to do in that first tournament that Arakasi won. You're not seeing the L, though, completing the flank, it's just like a blob. But you would think if anyone knows how to, you know, knows how this works, it would be Arakasi. So we'll see. Arakasi does immediately go straight up. Phoenixes take out the tower instantly because there's just no protection for that.
I also see Phoenixes to try to counter the steel balls.
Yeah.
Oh, and looks like the crawlers, there are some level 2 crawlers in the other rear flank, ate both towers now.
Now that shield's definitely going to go down this time, and I think the addition of those Phoenixes, plus the instant kill of the Phoenixes onto the enemy tower is going to do so much work here. It's really interesting because I think also the Balls left the shield, got killed by the Phoenixes alone during the tower down period. And that's a mop-up, that's a complete mop-up. Over on the other side, Meph is holding longer. No, Meph just has air units left. Meph's down again, and it looks like.
Oh my god, that's a level 3 Rhino. Yeah,
that's big. So this is the problem for Arakasi. Arakasi now has to carry this side against, I think it's Incredon remaining. And see what they can do here. The level 3 Rhino is going to get the tower first, unfortunately, which is bad because now these Wasps are going to come in and get those Phoenixes, or some of them.
Can they kill them fast enough? Because there's only 5 of them left. They are level 2 though. We'll see.
They do some damage, though. Those level 2 wasps doing some actually pretty good damage to the wasps. To the phoenixes, I mean. And they're going to be busy with the crawlers now. Oh, I don't know. No, they're all done. And that's going to be an air game win for Incredon there.
Yeah. And Incredon's still got quite a few stuff on the board, too. Got some 2 sets of Stormcallers, got a little pack of Fangs.
Yeah.
I saw some crawlers in there somewhere, but I think they ran in and died already. These wasps are having the time of their lives, though.
Yeah, these wasps are going to be nice and leveled. They're already ready for the next level, so they're going to be level 3 next turn. You can really see at level 2 they do a lot of damage. Yeah, just a nice bunch of stuff left for Incredon. It really seems like Mephansterus is having a lot of trouble just holding it all. We're going to go back to watch them this round. But yeah, like, Arakasi cleaning up on the side. I think it's interesting because Salt is basically doing the bias one side strat, but then the way Arakasi showed that was effective was then you complete a flank and you turn it into an L-shaped engagement. The difference here is that Arakasi is not doing that and just sitting in a blob. Sorry, not Arakasi, Salt. Salt is just doing that. What's interesting is Arakasi on the defense of that is actually the one enveloping. Arakasi, as we saw in the last fight, was hitting that bubble from like 3 sides at once at the end of the fight. That's kind of crazy because that's what Salt should be doing with this strategy. So it's interesting to see that Arakasi, despite being on the receiving end of that strategy, is actually the one kind of executing it effectively. And we'll see if that continues into round 4. But I do really want to see the other side. What do you think is going to happen with Incredon v Mephansterus, and how do you come back from the situation if you're Mephansterus versus Incredon right now?
Let's see. Well, Mephansterus is setting up heavily investing on the Incredon's left flank here.
Yeah.
I still don't see. No, there it is. There's the Mustangs. I see Replicate on these crawlers, hoping to. My guess is drown the enemy team in chaff to give time for his other units to work. But I also see Incredon put parasitic ammo on these Stormcallers. And I don't think that flank is going to go down very quickly. Might give time for those Stormcallers to make some drill puppies.
I mean, it depends on this crawler unit in front, because... Oh, no, and there's an Arclight. It's a really good Arclight. Because the balls need to get onto the Rhino, and they're going to be busy with those crawlers for too long, it looks like.
Maybe. Also to note, though, those crawlers are level 3. That is a 3-shot kill from an Arclight, and that makes a lot of difference when it comes to... I don't know, looks like they're cleaning up well enough, however. Few balls on the Rhino now.
Well, yeah, almost. They almost get the Rhino down to half health, but with the Rhino only on half health... Well, I mean, shoot, because Arakasi immediately coming over now. This flank is such a fight that now Arakasi's right side victory force is coming over to help out with a few Mustangs and a couple of Phoenixes. They're actually going to clean up Incredon's flank here, it looks like, which is probably going to be a huge help for Meph. But how does that impact Arakasi's side? Arakasi's still going to win over there as well. So that's really cool. Arakasi able to win on their left flank and still have the time to send over reinforcements to help Mephansterus, who needs them because they've been wiped out.
These poor level 3 Stormcallers not having a good time, getting bunched on by a bunch of crawlers. He's on his way to safety though. He's got some things to back him up. Looks like they both got towered. Yeah, they both got towered at the same time.
Yeah, now it just leaves level 2 Fangs versus Arakasi's Phoenixes. I think the Fangs will get them in a second.
Yeah, definitely. What do we got left coming from Arakasi's main fight? We've got a Mustang, a Phoenix, and a little platoon of Sledgehammers.
It's kind of the same fight we keep seeing of like the Storms cleaning up the sledges, but this time because of Mephansterus' crawlers, there's only 2 Storms left. But they are level 3, so we're gonna see if that's enough to like clean up the sledges. I mean, they are level 3 sledges too. I don't know, this could really go either way. If the sledges cover the Phoenix from the Fangs, maybe there's a win here.
Maybe.
I think the sledges are gonna get there in time to cover them, as long as they can just live the Storms a little bit. And it looks like, yeah, it's going to be a win for Arakasi. I think, is this their first win?
This will be their first win, yeah. Salty and Incredon have not taken damage yet.
Alright, so now they have. Arakasi definitely doing the heavy lifting there. It was really inspiring to see that, like, kind of winning on 2 fronts at once thing. I like to see it. Mephansterus did do an important job there. By managing to take out half of those Stormcallers, it kind of opened up the ability for the sledges to live long enough to kill the Fangs. I think if all the Storms were open, or alive at the end there, it might have been harder. So, Still hard, though, for Mephancerus. It's kind of like... Seems like the tipping point of this game is, like, can Mephancerus get back into the game a bit stronger here? And I guess the same for Salt, you know, can Salt come back against Arakasi and go a bit stronger? You see Salt putting down a shield, Arakasi putting down an Incendiary. What are you thinking about this side of Arakasi versus Salt right now in round 5?
Oh, I see a... Oh, whoa. I see a boat. I see a boat from Arakasi, and considering how clumped all of that is, anti-air and armor piercing on the Mustangs. I'm not sure how well that's gonna work. Like you said, Arakasi is hitting that tiny little formation from multiple angles, and it kind of looks like Arakasi is willing to set fire to his own crawlers in order to make sure his crawlers don't make sure Salty's crawlers don't muck with his main units.
Yeah, and balls too.
This did yeah, definitely. That said, Salty did I guess it was last round, put some fangs in to try to stall his right flank. Although I'm not sure it's gonna be enough, because that was put in last round. And it didn't quite work last time.
Yeah, well, it goes down now. Now, the Overlord's got chin guns, both to take out balls and take out those shields later on. Right off the bat, though, like... I was gonna say right off the bat it's pretty strong for Salt, but then, wow! The Overlord just killed all of those balls, like, instantly. Nice use of a level 2 Overlord there. Lots of extra damage to just one-shot the balls. Which I haven't got to level up too much. And it's just another, like, big envelopment from Arakasi. They're gonna clean everything up. Back on the other side, I see a Vulcan from Incredon fighting against everything that Mephan has put down, but a couple of those steel balls from Mephan doing a good job of tanking the Fangs and the Vulcan for a while. Unfortunately, Mephan, they are going to go down now. The Fangs are going to get these Phoenixes, but then some balls coming from behind. They must have come from the right flank. Take out the Vulcan. It's a bit of a mess, but it looks like Mephan's kind of going to be maybe okay. Oh, but then both the towers go down.
Oh, but Arakasi's got a lot of stuff, plus that level 2 Overlord. I don't think Incredon has enough to take to win it for this round. Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, those Fangs absolutely annihilated by the Mustangs.
Yeah, look at all those Storms on like 1 HP too, but they survived this time, but it won't matter this time. It's like the case of, you know, 2v2 is a team game, and we saw originally, you know, blue and red, there was one winner, one loser on each team. The problem is that it looks like Mephan is crawling back into the game enough that there isn't much left for Incredon to fight afterwards. And the big difference is Arakasi, as the game has gone on, is just creaming so Salty Salt. Just more and more and more dominantly, and just coming out of an even bigger army to clean up Incredon's survivors afterwards. And that's the big difference of this match right now, is who's winning harder.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, and those steel balls are only level 1. Salty is only now just upgrading one of them to level 2. Yeah, those yeah, that Overlord is gonna eat those steel balls for lunch, dinner, and breakfast.
Yeah, you see that. Like, the balls came in and it looks scary, and then the Overlord just killed them in one shot. If that Overlord does well against this round, they're gonna be level 3, and, you know, it's just another problem again. And the more the Overlord shuts these balls down, the less they're gonna level, of course. Big line of Fangs for Arakasi on the front line, too. You see that?
Yeah, I see that. Looks like Arakasi picked up Elite Fangs, so he gets to buy them at level 3 right off the bat. Level 3 Fangs, very powerful. They kind of suck at level 1, but once you get that first and second and third level, like they ramp up real good. But looks like Arakasi is just using them for chaff, because he's got the portable shield on him. Got that right away. Well,
I wonder if Arakasi's setting up for the hacker Fang shield line, because you see the gaps in between the Fangs. Of course, gaps are just good anyway for not all dying at AoE, but we'll see. Apparently, Arakasi's also been, Gof was saying, is doing a thing where they use an enhancement module to get free upgrades, upgrade units, then sell them with field recovery for free cash, which is interesting if true.
That is, I have seen some higher level games, and that is definitely something that happens, but that's usually something that happens in the mid-game. Once you've got your core units, I don't quite see it as often.
Okay, over on the other side now, I'm looking at Mephan versus Incredon. Incredon being pressed in on, movement-wise. That Vulcan kind of holding the line against everything, but it looks like nothing to really scream for the Vulcan this time, just taken out by Phoenixes very quick. Those Phoenixes are leveling up, doing that job pretty well. On the right side, Mephan is holding a lot better too against what Incredon has on the right flank. It's just looking a lot closer. And Mephan might actually take this match of their own volition this time, this round, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking strong. He finally, his flanking force finally broke through everything, and now, I curse my ADHD.
It looks like Mephansers is cleaning up. Yeah, Meth, buddy, Meth is cleaning up here.
Meth.
And Meth comes back in round 6 here. Big turnaround, and that's a dominant win from Meth there. Really nicely done. And it's funny because meanwhile, what we didn't watch on the left side, Arakasi did win again, but a bit less so. You can see that much less surviving for Arakasi. The big thing though is that Overlord did live and did level.
Oh no, yeah, I think Salty's in... Well, I'm not going to say big trouble. He's already in big trouble. Bigger trouble than before. Also, because Arakasi's getting an economy advantage, because that's 200 supply per upgrade that he is saving, upgrading that Overlord.
Yeah, true. Yeah, good use of the upgrade module there, definitely, on a very high value unit to do it on.
Yeah, looking at Incredon and Meth's sides, like it seems like this flank for Meth is finally working out because he was able to break through and just start causing chaos in Incredon's front line. I see a range Vulcans coming from Incredon. Is he having? I mean, he definitely looks like he's having a chaff problem because I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 units of crawlers. Oh my god, wait, what level are those? Level 4 crawlers. My god, those crawlers are doing work.
Yeah, they really are. So the ranged Vulcans are coming in, and maybe look at the Mustangs first, because we weren't watching... I can't remember if we were watching it from the start last time, but I couldn't tell exactly why the Vulcans had nothing protecting them. It seemed like the chaff for Incredon just got pulled apart. I don't know. I'm gonna go watch Arakasi for Salt again this round, though.
Okay, sure. See missiles coming down on top of these level 3 sledges, but I'm not sure if that's gonna do anything because it's only 3,000 damage, and those level 3 Phoenixes, and let's not even talk about the sledges, are already out of that 3,000 damage range. I'm not sure how much that helps. I would rather see that missile maybe hit the Mustangs in the rear, or maybe some crawlers.
Yeah, and in fact, I think the Phoenixes flew straight out of it, too. Just a really strong army. I love to see it. Like, that Overlord is level 4 because of intensive training for Arakasi. Like, look at all the orange. Like, it's just such a crab-colored army. And crab-colored means quality. Like, that's really strong. Absolutely dominant by the look of it here. Just Arakasi's gonna clean that fight up, so I'm going over to the other one.
Yeah.
And you can see that the ranged Vulcans are putting in work. It really looks like... You can almost tell just from the posture of the Vulcans that Incredon feels a bit more pressure, just like holding against the tide. I think it might be working a bit better for Incredon this time around, though. I'm not really seeing anything left from Meth with those 2 Vulcans now, frying everything.
Absolutely. Although, I don't think, again, the level 4 Overlords, all these Phoenixes, I don't think Incredon has enough to take all of this on.
No, it really feels like Incredon is just kind of doing their best to hold off one army, but then the second army comes along, and like, this army is just not built for it. Like, all you've got for the Phoenixes and Overlord is Fangs. That's it, Fangs. And I think that's interesting from Arakasi, whether it's intentional or not, is their army is much harder to counter because Meth has all these crawlers, and then even if you beat Meth, now you're going to deal with Arakasi's Air Force.
It's certainly difficult to say the least. Although, I'm rooting for this little pack of crawlers that's in the back here, just eating, distracting the tanks. Go little drill puppies, go!
Yeah, they're...
tanks.
Oh, I don't think they're gonna get the unit.
Well, there's one more, and aww.
They were the last unit standing, so give them props for that at least.
I love my little drill puppies.
I can tell. They're like ground wasps. Okay, so Arakasi picks up Deployment Specialist here for 3 units. Really gonna drive the nail in, I think. Because Salty, Salt, and Incredon only have 575 health left. Now, of course, it's not an elimination tournament, it's a round robin. So just because they're going down a point in this match, we will keep seeing Salt and Incredon going through the points today. Maybe they'll still be the winners or losers, we don't know. But for right now, it is looking pretty rough for them. You see that Salt puts down, interestingly enough, a Overlord at level 2 of Elite Recruitment, and then instantly upgrades it to level 3, trying to get back into the game against Arakasi.
I'm wondering with the positioning, if, I'm wondering if the position, oh, there it is. Photon Emission for the Overlord, just to try to get a little bit more defense off his units.
Yeah, it's
I don't
interesting
think it's gonna be
because
enough, though.
no, because Salt was going for the shield early. There's a shield airdrop again for free, but just for the amount of like just the overload alone and the phoenixes, that shield is just going down instantly, no doubt. Arakasi almost has a level 5 overload from last round, just pipped at the post, just like off by 400 XP, couldn't get there, but still overall very strong army.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Just a pixel off.
I'm going to go back over to Mephansterus. I just keep alternating, basically, Mephansterus and Incredon. I want to see how Mephansterus does here, because Mephansterus has been struggling all game. Incredon's taken it back with the 2 Vulcans last time. Incredon puts on a 3rd Vulcan. And we're going to see if Mephansterus can kind of swing things back in their favor here, or even just blunt Incredon enough that Arakasi can take the win here.
Yeah, Mephansterus doing a full encirclement. He's got everything on every flank.
Yeah, balls on the flank, but they can't get through the crawler chaff, it seems, to get to the Vulcan just yet. Here they come now. Now those are level 2 balls with damage absorption, so they're going straight in. Vulcan's toast, and it looks like Meph has the secret sauce here. Just bring in the balls, take out the Vulcans, and that was like the linchpin of Incredon's strategy to defend here. Looks like Meph really has it in the bag.
Absolutely, and Salty has. Oh, Salty's actually hanging on. He's got that. He's got the Overlord halfway health.
Interesting.
But, not going to be quite enough.
Almost. There's like a hero arclight in the back that almost might have made a difference.
I see it.
Yeah. But
yeah,
not
you
quite.
take out that Sea-Wiz. You go, little buddy.
Oh, they'll have to buy it again for round 9, which is not going to happen because that is it. GG. And the victory goes to Arakasi and Mephansterus. It was a pretty cool first 2v2. I think we got the hang of it.
Yeah. So let me just mark that in the... Why is this, that one belongs to Spin Cycle.
In the end, it was interesting to see kind of how the teams interacted with each other, both core partner to core partner and from opponent to opponent. Arakasi was dominant throughout. I don't think there was a round where Arakasi ever lost to Salt. Maybe there was one, I can't remember, in the middle. But
no, he was undefeated on his side.
Undefeated, carried through the early, and then, you know, arguably carried into the late. But credit to Mephansterus. Mephansterus did come back around, had a rough start against Incredon, but by round 4, I think it was, or around there, started to come back around, was a bit of a struggle back and forth, but then managed to really control things in the last round there, round 8. I think round 6 as well. Incredon was doing a good job on that side, was doing a pretty good job of winning. Not quite as strong as Arakasi, though, and that was the thing, is... Arakasi won against Salt harder than Incredon won against Mephansterus, and in the end, the points told.
Nah, nope, you're spot on there. Although I think there's another reason why Incredon's team didn't win. Incredon didn't buy any boats.
I thought you could say no war factories, which is like a big land
boat.
boat.
No war factories either. For shame, you four. How dare you not build any war factories? This is all your fault. That's why you lost. There weren't any war factories.
Right. But it's definitely interesting, though. I think there were definitely some rounds there where Arakasi never lost to Salt, but there were rounds where Salt made Arakasi bleed a bit more. But unfortunately, those weren't the rounds where Incredon had then, you know, taken down Mephansterus enough for it to matter. Where basically Incredon still just didn't have enough to take anyone out. So it was interesting, but GG to them. And that's our first 2v2 done.
Thank you for the show.
Thanks for the show, players. Alright, who's up next?
I'm still waiting on the match results from the other 2 teams. Hang on, let me ping them.
Oh yeah, no worries. I'm gonna eat some more nuggets.
Results, question mark?
Nom nom nom. My god, so tasty.
See, Goph is typing it. They're... Oh, okay, looks like they've been delayed. Their game crashed. When did that happen?
Oh no.
Oh no. Are you folks? I'm gonna ask them if they're still in progress though. We can go hop into their match.
Sounds good.
It's Ricochet and QWERTY versus Krabs and Argyle. My client says they're in combat right now, so they might be online. Let me hop in there, see if they're It looks like it's loading. Yeah, I think they're playing right now. You wanna hop on?
Yeah, certainly.
Wait. I don't know if you have any of them on your friends list.
I should. I have Krabs, definitely. Krabs introduced me to this game, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Krabs is there.
Excellent, I'm joining right now. So we're in round 4 here, I see. So you said they crashed?
Yeah, they crashed, so they had to start over.
Oh, too bad. I wonder who was winning.
Yeah.
It always sucks when that happens.
I'm trying to make sense of what's happening here, because what is happening?
Yeah, I see blue on the left. I'm just watching one of these fights on the left side right now, and I see a big, heavy force of Storms, Sledges, Stangs, and Marksmen versus Sledges, Arcs, and Marksmen for red team. That is a huge blob of Mustangs, and that one arc flight is not stopping it. It looks like...
And what's happening on the other side?
Let's see.
I see balls.
Victory. Yeah, very strong level 3 balls, and a bunch of Phoenixes. Ooh, scary. And some Mustangs with an amplifying core on them. Very scary looking over here.
Amplifying core on blue team's Sledges, though.
Interesting.
I think they might have it. They just gotta burn through this steel ball.
I mean, they've got to get the
just
Phoenixes.
A sniper versus... Yeah, it's close. It's close. There's a chance, though. Oh no, there's a second sniper.
Oh, okay, then yeah, those Phoenixes are toast. Maybe?
Oh,
Ooh.
there might be too many.
Never mind.
Oh, there's just...
No,
there's
actually.
Too many.
Yeah, that's a big number of Phoenixes. Okay, so now we can see who's who. So we have Fungi Alex is left blue, and then we have Ricochet for right blue. We have, well, when this goes away, but it looks like we have Paladin of Arlisle for left red, and Krabs come off Orofin for right red.
Yep. I'm interested. Ooh, I see a... There's the War Factory!
Straight up.
The War Factory.
That's
no,
Ricochet.
Not Krabs.
Yeah, that's
that was
Ricochet. Ricochet with the round 5 War Factory. Now, I do kind of like it because 1, it's fun. 2, it's a 2v2. So obviously we want to see a War Factory because we want to see like the matches go long and you want to see like a billion units having been put out. But you have to win your side for that to really happen. That's the thing. It really is like a win more unit. You gotta win your side and you gotta win more to win the 2v2. The problem is, it didn't look like Ricochet won their side at all. So this is an interesting unit to bring out right now. Oh, that's clever. I actually like that.
I've seen this on Reddit. I've seen a video where someone has like built 3 war factories and then just sent them to their allies' side.
I actually don't mind that. That's a smart idea, yeah, because even though you're losing your side, you just funnel your economy into war factories, and it's kind of like old RTS games of like, oh, I'm losing, can I come build in your base?
Oh god, that brings me back to StarCraft. Oh god.
Yeah, it brings me back to StarCraft 2. Like, I suddenly had like a great urge to play multiplayer RTSs again, because it never works, but isn't that fun when it's like, can I come build in your mineral field? Because, like, I died at 5 minutes.
I have a great story to tell you. Now, though. It looks like we got the round underway.
Alright. Well, I'm curious to see. I'm not really going to expect Ricochet to win their side, considering 800 of their investment just went to the left. But I want to see what happens now with Fungi Alex, I think was the name. Because if Fungi Alex can just be victorious again here, well, they've got an 800 cost war factory making Phoenixes back into the map. It'll be really interesting to see.
That said, war factories are very slow, and both towers just got eaten. Those Phoenixes are mighty fast, and they're catching up with that war factory. That war factory must be sweating right now.
Oh my god, I don't think it even get away from the balls.
Oh no, the balls are coming too! No, not the balls!
Oh no, I can't get away from them! But it reset the lasers! It's getting away! It's getting away!
The Phoenixes are shrunk! Run, little war factory, run!
Oh, it's just too slow. It's too slow to get away from them. Trying its hardest. Oh.
No!
Okay, we need some more evacuating delay there. But here's the problem. What if they just put like balls in the flank now to stop the war factory? On compact, this would be so good, but I really fear for this war factory in the next round. It's fun to watch, though, at least.
So the War Factory, it is, as far as its offensive capabilities go, it is basically just 4 fortresses slapped together.
So it's 4 fortresses with the offensive capability of 4 fortresses, the defensive capability, I think, of 2 fortresses, and it costs 2 fortresses plus 100 if you get the tech per round. So is that worth it? Is there any world in which that's worth it, even if it's not making units?
I have seen one time that the War Factory was not used as a factory and just used as a pure offensive unit, and it got creamed.
Yeah.
Oh, intensive trading goes on the War Factory though, so it's gonna be pooping out level 2 Phoenixes now.
Yeah, but like, it can't live. It can't get away. Like.
Oh! Krabs has a War Factory
Oh
too!
my god. Also making Phoenixes. I mean, and Krabs is sending their War Factory backwards. I think the big difference here is that Krabs is winning. So Krabs' War Factory, I think, is going to actually work. And that's going to be even worse for Fungi Alex than things already are, because it looks like Fungi Alex lost against Paladin of Arlisle as well.
Yeah.
But it's fun. We love to see it. I'm glad to see a War Factory immediately.
Now I see Ricochet has also added tank production to his War Factory as well.
Well, there you go. I mean, Krabs doesn't have sledgehammers, and those are level 2s coming out, right? Yeah. Powerful.
Yeah, those come out as level 2. So there's just gonna be a lot of level 2 sledges coming out of that War Factory. It's every 4 seconds too. Those sledges come out fast.
Yeah, they might buy some time here. Now, there is like a legitimate match going on, not to diminish the War Factory fight, but there is like a legitimate match going on with Fungi versus, I think it was Paladin of Arlisle over here on the other side. And it looks like Fungi's doing a bit better this time around. I know they didn't do so great last time by the look of it. Wasn't sure if they actually won or lost, but they had very little left, whoever won. This time, though, Fungi takes out Paladin of Arlisle. Got a nice, big contingent of units left. There's like a rearguard action with Sledgehammers and Phoenixes trying to defend their mothership. This time they might be able to buy just enough team for Fungi Alex to come and save the War Factory, though, by the look of it.
Yeah, looks like it.
So the question is now, will the War Factory getting away actually allow it to make more of a difference here? I mean, so far, the units are just kind of like...
I think it is.
Yeah, the units are just like coming out and dying, but now they're starting to get screened a bit, we'll see.
I think it will make a difference. Fungi's got plenty of stuff to back up this War Factory, and while Krabs does have his own War Factory, he's only printing out level 1 Phoenixes versus both Arakasi, or not Arakasi, Ricochet's tanks and Phoenixes, both at level 2. I don't think they're going to be able to handle it. Yeah, they're pushing through now.
And you know, the big problem with the War Factories, it seems really evident as soon as you use them, is that they do the worst strategy ever of sending one unit at a time to die on their own. So you can't have a War Factory just like carry you at the end, you know? Like, it has to be supplementing a front line that's already exists. Because otherwise, because like, if that War Factory sat back there the whole time and then made like 20 Phoenixes and then came with all of them at once, different story. But those like 1 Phoenix at a time coming for like the whole time just doesn't really do a lot.
Not the as far as competitive goes, I think. I mean, my MMR is like only 1300, so like don't look to me for strategic advice. I'm garbage at this game. All I do is meme, and sometimes I win. But as far as I can tell, like the War Factory is definitely just a win more unit. Like you don't I think it's just a middle finger to your opponent, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they buff it in the future because it doesn't seem super strong right now.
Let's see what's happening. What's happening on the normal side of things?
The normal side, yeah.
I see a big line of Mustangs. Says, ooh. I do love me some Mechanical Rage sledges. I love sledges. And so does Ricochet. Ricochet really loves his sledges. He always tries to make those, he calls them super sledges work. Just bowl over everything. And I see elite, really elite marksman before rage enhancement on those snipers.
I guess once that extra damage, you do see the crab sledges, level 3 sledges, and the Vulcans. Well, the Vulcans just came out, so I guess just for the level 3 sledges, really wanted the extra damage on the marksman.
Oh, that smoke is gonna not be great for Argyle there. Yeah, those tanks are going straight through the smoke, and they're not gonna be able to hit anything while they get shot at by mechanical range sledgehammers.
Yeah, who sit in the fire but don't really care because they're level 3 of Amplifying Cores. They just have too much health to really care about Incendiary there. Gonna be a win, I think, on that side for Fungi, and maybe a win on the left side too. Yeah, so Fungi taking it out nice and clean. Meanwhile, back on the fucked up side, it's the same again. It is the War Factory has escaped. The War Factory for Crabs is making steel balls now, but it's worth noting that Crabs never got the maintenance thing, so Crabs' economy is really suffering as well. Like, there's a lot of investment in this War Factory, because that's minus 200 cost every round. Or minus 200 supply, I should say.
Yeah, that's, those War Factories get very expensive on your economy. I do see shields, energy shields on his Phoenixes though, so that's basically doubling the amount of time it takes to kill them, because they can absorb like one hit, regardless of how much damage it does, at least.
I mean, someone said the Quantum on Phoenixes would be great with the War Factory shot because they'd keep living, but no one has Quantum here, unfortunately, for their Phoenixes, so we won't see this match.
Yeah, definitely not. It looks like, yeah, but the extra tanks though, like they just don't have the firepower to push through, especially since they're level 2.
Yeah,
and there goes the War Factory.
And those balls are just coming one-on-one, yeah.
The health values for the sledgehammers versus the attack values for Phoenixes are so tight. Any bit of changes can disrupt it, and it makes so much difference. Yeah,
definitely, like the defense enhancement from the towers and stuff like that can be a big deal early on for making Phoenixes have to two-shot them.
Oh, I see a nuke. Whose nuke is that?
That must be from Rick. Two nukes, actually. One coming down from red onto blue on the other side. Second War Factory for Crabs. I mean, that is the way.
Doubling down. He's doubling down.
Interesting. And it doesn't look like they're running away this time. Is Crabs going to go ahead and just, like, send the War Factories in this time?
It's not a bad idea. They do a big chunk of damage, and they do have a really big health pool. They are very effective tanks.
Yeah, and I don't...
as long as you don't get locked onto by, like, steel balls or melting point or something.
Yeah, and I don't see, like, anything like that for Ricochet. Ricochet mainly was just trying to live the War Factory.
Oh, no, there we go.
A few marksmen, basically. Oh, they are moving over. Okay, so the War Factories are both going over to, like, the actual flashpoint of this war, apparently. I don't really know what the nuke is meant to get, then. Was it, even if it was going for the War Factory, it wouldn't have enough damage. So what is the nuke for against Crabs? What are they trying to kill with it?
I don't know. I would rather see that nuke go on the other side versus these steel balls.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Alright, well the fight starts up. Shields for the nukes as well. On the left side. Just
Those shields are definitely going to help out Ricochet there, because, fun fact, you can't shoot through smoke to kill them.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Now, on the right side, the nuke doesn't really do a lot. On the left side, the nuke gets shielded, so it doesn't really do a lot. It does take the shield down, I guess, in the end. The two War Factories for Crabs spitting out these level 1 units, but Arakasi does have a level 4 War Factory at this point, putting out level 4 sledges and Phoenixes, which are pretty tough. Look at all the balls coming in, though, trying to chase the War Factory down. That's a lot.
I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, but there's a lot of balls, though. And, Crabs has two War Factories, so they might be only level 1, but that's twice the number of units that he's barfing out there. Oh, we got steel balls in the War Factory now. Oh no! Yeah. Oh no, it might actually go down.
Yeah, and really importantly here, actually, the tower goes down just as that top War Factory is going to die for Crabs. And it looks like putting the War Factories on the offensive might be the difference needed here. That's 700,000 HP on Arakasi's War Factory, but it goes down.
I also see Crabs has picked up EMP on his marksman, and if they land a shot on that War Factory, kaput, no more unit production.
Oh, not Arakasi, sorry, Ricochet. I misspoke. Arakasi's not even in this match. And there you go. Now you're seeing... I think now you're seeing where the War Factory works a bit better. That's it. That's GG.
Does GG think this is so silly? Yeah, you think?
That was ridiculous. You're
I
not,
live for ridiculous.
you're not seeing the units go on piecemeal there because they were fighting with the War Factory, and it seems like the more important way to use them there is to have, like, you have to have them, the War Factory there to support the units that are coming out in a big death ball rather than going in to die on their own. It worked a lot better there, where at the end, you know, those War Factories had so many Phoenixes with them. It worked out really well.
Yeah.
Crazy match. Absolutely crazy.
Oh, that was a wonderful match. I live for that kind of shit. It's so silly.
Alright, who's up next?
So that, I gotta record it, but, that was... Oh, come on. Let me do it. Second string, I believe. Yep. Alright, next round. We've got, Nya Nya Nya, Incredon's team, versus, Arakasi and, no, not Arakasi, Ricochet and Cordy. And we've got, Mobsters, that's Goff's team, versus the Spin Cycle. Who do you wanna watch?
Let's see the team we haven't seen before. Let's see Mobsters versus,
Yeah, alright.
Have we seen Spin
That's
Cycle
Goff,
before?
Yeah, that was the first round. That was, Arakasi and, Meth.
Okay, great. Well, let's see Go, because I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, alright. Let me get them in this lobby. I have to make a lobby first.
Is that going to be a mistake for the whole game now? What mistake?
Alright. Invite... where are you? There you are. Invite, and...
Thank you.
Where's Arakasi? There's Arakasi. Where's Meth? There's Meth.
Well, cool. One of the players are Kasi.
I just realized I don't have Goff's teammate on my friends list.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear, I may have fucked up.
Can Gof invite them?
If I candom host, I don't know how to do that. I don't think I can do that.
Okay.
Hang on. I will have to, he's gonna say something. Oh, there we go. There he is. Alright. Swapping out.
Excellent.
And let me send him a friend request so that I don't have to do this again. That was...
Barely. Barely a problem.
whenever
Resolved
you
in
folks are ready.
moments. Alright, here we go.
Hell yeah. As for the other team, Incredon's team and Krabs' team, go ahead and get your lobby set up, and you can start whenever y'all are ready.
So, have we seen all the teams now, or is there another team we haven't seen yet?
No, this, we will have seen all the teams at this point now.
Okay, so it's five teams, right?
5 teams, yep.
Cool. Okay. So let's see what Captain Zaku and Gof the Great can bring to us. Now, Gof the Great was, of course, our winner of last month's 1v1 tournament. Arakasi, the winner of the first month's 1v1 tournament. So you're seeing the two champions go up against each other on opposite sides of the teams here. If they teamed up, that would have been a real stacked team, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at least reputation-wise.
Yeah, no, they've got, these two teams are actually the first and second seeded teams. Goff's team is actually seeded in first place right now. And Arakasi in second. So we're seeing the Giants. We're seeing the Giants clash against each other for this tournament.
I've heard that a lot over my life. I don't know what it means. What does it mean that they're seeded number one?
So seeding is, my knowledge on that is elementary, admittedly. But basically, it's primarily for brackets, but it's basically, you're using, like, past history to set up a specific matchup, for, like, expected... You don't want your first place, you don't want the two teams, your two best teams, to knock one of each other out in the very first round. You want to save them for the last round.
Okay.
And so basically seeding aims to prevent that.
Right. I get what you mean in a bracket sense.
Upsets can happen, of course, but...
Yeah. Okay, cool. So the whole tournament is scripted, right?
Absolutely. This is wrestling, actually.
Oh, awesome. Well, wrestling-wise, let's see. We got Captain Zaku left blue, Gof right blue, Arakasi left red, Mephancius right red. I'm going to watch Captain Zaku, the Arakasi over here on the left first. So Captain Zaku has 2 units of Phoenixes, 3 Arclights, and 2 units of Fangs. Hey, it's a nice start, I like that. And then it's up against, for... This is Arakasi on red, I believe. 2 Fangs, 2 Storms, 3 Arcs. So similar for both players here, except it's Phoenixes v Storms is the difference.
I think it basically comes down to whether or not Zaku can kill all the Fangs, because if he can do that, then he's got supremacy, and yep, all the Fangs are dead.
Yeah, that's the problem with those frontline Fangs early on, is, well, you're just going to straight up lose to air when all your Fangs immediately die as your frontline chaff. On the other side, this was Meth for red versus Goth. Looks like Goth in the blue is cleaning up Meth, no worries here. Nice sizable force of Phoenixes and Mustangs left, and it's a clean sweep for blue. Take them out. Now, we saw in the first 2v2, right, with Arakasi and Meth, Meth did lose those early rounds, but came back later, but Arakasi was able to win the whole time. Difference is here is Arakasi immediately going down to Captain Zaku. So if Arakasi doesn't get back in the game in this round, this could be a pretty bad affair for Team Red. What do you think?
I think it's still a bit too early to call it now. However, over on the right side, Goff is doing an aggressive push on the right flank. You know, the same thing as he did last time with the crawlers, now steel balls, and Mustangs. And I think he's going to be able to push through that really hard. I'm really thinking that this aggressive posture by Goff might tip the scales in their favor.
Yeah, well, I mean, crawlers will go under that shield, because the shield's a bit of a decider there, but the crawlers will go under the shield, the balls and the Phoenixes will kill it. That shield's not going to last very long at all. And then, unless Mephancerus is about to place down something different, I don't really see the one marksman as enough single target damage to get through those balls, especially with all this chaff. It just seems like it's going to never sweep over here. Even some flank crawlers from Meph getting taken up by Stangs really quickly there. And kind of as expected, I think it's just going to be an absolute overrun here. For Goth is going to steamroll over everything. I'm going to go take a look at the other side. And it looks like Arakasi still having some trouble dealing with Captain Zaku's aggression. Some backline Fangs, it looks like, to deal with those Phoenixes later. But the problem is, still plenty of healthy Stormcallers have been brought in for Zaku now to compete with Arakasi's Storms. It looks a lot closer though. I'm not sure who's actually going to take it here.
I think Zaku has got this, just barely though. 2 of the 4 Phoenixes got taken out.
Yeah. The Phoenixes lived there. Right as I said, like, I don't know who's going to take it, I was like, oh, those Phoenixes are still alive, and that's it. Nothing but Storms left. So once again, really clean. This is starting to look, it's still, you know, early, but it's starting to look a bit rough for Team Red. I mean, if they don't start winning soon, crazy thought, they might lose.
Oh, I see Map has picked up Elite Hacker card. Oh, things are gonna get interesting.
Elite Hacker from Mephancerus. That is an interesting pick, certainly. If it doesn't work incredibly well, that's the thing of hackers. Like, it has to really turn things around, because if it doesn't, it's just got throwing money down a hole with how much they cost.
Absolutely. They get very swingy. Either you win really hard with them, or you die very quickly.
Yeah, meanwhile, who's putting that down? Someone from Red putting down Underground Threat Crawler Spawn over on Zaku's side. They're trying to stop Zaku. Like you said last time though, like, Zaku v Arakasi here, it's a bit closer. Really, it's just like, if a couple of those Phoenixes died, Arakasi might be winning it. The big points losses is coming from Goth versus Mephancerus, where Goth is cleaning up really decisively. So Meph needs to do what they did in the first 2v2 today, and just stop the bleed. Even if they can't win, just make them pay a bit more for it. Don't let Goth have so many units left over afterwards, because they can't afford to keep taking points losses like this and stay in the game much longer.
Absolutely. I see Arakasi is trying to putting even more backline Fangs. Got range on them too. I'm wondering if they can handle these crawlers in the backline though. with the help of the sledges, but that pulled apart this formation pretty badly.
Yeah, and you don't really want to be going in piecemeal against storms, because it just gives the storms more time to, like, whittle your whole line down. There isn't really an X factor here for Arakasi's army that I'm seeing. Or maybe I tell a lie, because where is this flanking force coming from? That was the underground threat crawlers never got stopped by the Mustangs, I guess, and just killed the tower? Huh?
Yeah.
There you go. That is going to be definitely a big help for Arakasi there, because now the tower goes down, gives that pivotal 8 seconds of delay there. And did I just see a tower go down? No. Never mind. Meph still losing. I thought Meph won on their side. Never mind. So it's still just all about Arakasi cleaning up way better this time. The backline of Fangs comes in with range. Range is a huge upgrade for Fangs. Going to be able to take those Phoenixes. A dominant win for Arakasi. This is what they needed.
Can the Fangs kill these Mustangs, though? Because Mustangs, turns out, really good at shredding infantry. I.e. Fangs.
Yeah, and the other thing about the Mustangs is that they have range advantage too. So the Fangs won't have any advantage against them, and they'll probably go down too quick. However, can the Storms clean up the blob of Stanks first? There's a lot of Storms, and I think there might just be enough chaff.
No, that said, tower did go down, and that's gonna... Ooh, yeah, they're going down. Oh, I still see some tanks, though. That,
couple of sledges.
might save them, maybe? It's all on these storm colors.
Yeah,
to be honest.
The Mustangs are too fast for the initial volley of storms, but now this one's gonna hit. Doesn't hit very well. I don't know. Doesn't hit very good there.
I think there was a random, Mustang just hanging out over there. They annihilated it with like 10 billion missiles that they didn't use.
Yeah, and it's heartbreaking because Arakasi cleans it up there, but Gof, just coming in to carry right at the last second there, comes over with enough units left to take out what Arakasi's got left. And you're seeing for, like, Phoenixes be really important, it seems like. Like, just Fangs trying to take out Phoenixes is, like, the order of the day here. And Phoenix is just, like, being the last word in a lot of these victories. Parasitic for
Absolutely.
Gof, big investment.
Where are those? Those are going on his Mustangs. So, Gof has been pushing really hard against this hacker. That hacker did fuck all. He's got a second one now, though. I mean, you've already gone that hole. Just got to double down now, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch their side this time. Just waiting to see what Captain Zaku picks for their power up. I'm curious. Such decision making.
Arakasi also picked up Parasitic as well, putting those on those stall crawlers.
And it's interesting because if Red Team has any hope, it seems to be Arakasi, you know, coming around for the 2v2 pickup afterwards. Because Mafan is having trouble with Gof. So it's interesting that both these units have picked up Parasitic, because, not both these units, both these commanders, because they're the ones most likely the 1v1 at the end. Now, where are these hackers from Meph? I do see the two of them.
One in each flank.
What are they doing, Bunny? Like, what are the hackers doing here?
Honestly, I don't know. Hackers aren't that great against Mustangs, and I guess maybe they're going for the steel balls, but, like... I don't think he quite has enough chaff clear to deal with the crawlers. I think they're just going to be distracted with these crawlers, and there's even more crawlers coming in from Goff from the flanks now, so they're going to be super distracted.
Plus, those Mustangs have Parasitic for Gof, so even harder for hackers.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Meph does have some chaff clear in the form of the sledgehammers, but they're not great at chaff clear. They're okay at chaff clear. They're not great though, and I don't think okay is good enough here. Yeah, they're just getting ran over.
Yeah, I'd say sledgers are good but not amazing at chaff clear. Like, they're not the one specialist unit to do it. And it just seems like a really weak army from Meph. I think the elite hackers, just not the way here. Doing very, very little.
Absolutely not.
Back on
and looks like Zaku's winning inside too. I see a Vulcan. Where did that come from?
Yeah, Zaku with the ranged Vulcan. It's, I don't know. I don't know. Well, now is the time they have to turn it around, but I don't see a turnaround in Team Red's future. Let's see what they try to pull out here, because it's not over till it's over. The fan's just picking up a portable shield item. We'll go for the Great getting a Lightning Storm, though that's not going to be nice for Mafanster. It's Arakasi with the Orbital Javelin instead. I'll be curious to see what particular target Arakasi thinks deserves the God Rod.
I'm checking right now. He is giving the middle finger to that Vulcan.
I mean, it makes sense that Vulcan did so good. It was already gold medalist for last round and leveled. But look at this. This is kind of nice play from them. They recognize that Mefan is being kind of dumbed down by Gof already, doesn't need extra help with the hacker play. So instead, they've both gone EMP Storm, and they've completely blanketed Arakasi with it. Just the entire army. I haven't seen this before.
I have seen it before. I was the perpetrator of this quite a few times actually in my 2v2s.
It makes sense because, you know, this is the interesting thing about 2v2s. Yes, they start as 1v1s, but they're not pure 1v1s. You can do stuff like this, and it's really curious to see like the interaction between the players and opponents like this as they kind of cross the lanes.
And Arakasi does see this coming, but I don't think the shields are going to be quite enough. The storms can kill shields pretty good.
I mean, that's what they're good at, right? Like, electrical damage is really good at killing shields.
Oh, I mean, they're not classified as such. They don't do any.
Oh, it's not EMP?
But, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're seeing it now. Here come the storms. Oh, yeah, no, you're right, you are. They're not that great against the shields. So they're really not doing all that much yet. Yes. Yo, actually, those shields did amazing. You were right.
So they might still be in this if Arakasi can just hold everything off, but it doesn't look like it's quite enough. He's down to Fangs and Stormcallers, while Zaku still has quite a few Stormcallers. That he's got a second Vulcan. I see a Phoenix still online. Yeah, and Ghosts like speed Mustangs are coming over, moving at 24 meters per second. Look at that reinforcement force. They really are. Gof has cleaned up their own fight before this one on the left was even nearly over. And that's gonna be it. That is a blowout. Oh my god. Big blowout. Gof and Zaku looking really, really dominant there. Didn't take a single loss. You know, luckily for Team Red there, again, it is not an elimination tournament. They have more matches to play, and Arakasi and Mef won, I believe, their first 2v2 of the day. So, you know, they've still got some points of their own. But you gotta be scared that Gof the Great and Captain Zaku's team looking really, really strong. And I think you could tell, even though we can't hear whatever comms they might be in, I think you can tell they're working together really well there. It's really seemed like it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright. Yeah, big 2v2 partnership going on there. Who's next? Is anyone still going? It seems like, it seems I made a boo-boo. I probably should have just used people's names instead of trying to get fancy with the names, because apparently I mixed up the brackets. I've got Salty yelling at me that I've lied to them about who they're facing. Oh dear. I think they're in game right now. Yeah, no, looks like they've got that sorted out. So I think everything is fine. I think everything is fine. Okay. So it looks like it's Salty and Ikradon versus Goff and no, that's someone else. Wait, no, Goff. There. I'm good at this. Salty and Ikradon versus Ricochet and Fungi. And are they still in progress? Yeah, I said it wrong. Yeah, they're still in progress, it looks like, at least according to my thingy. I'm going to join on them. Do you have any of them on your I do, yes. Incredon is my friend on every gaming service ever made. That's not true, I just like to say things sometimes. Am I your friend, Beagle? You're not my friend on Origin, or Games for Windows Live. Games for Windows Live? I don't. God, that's ancient. I don't see you on GameSpy Arcade. All right. Help me, Jeff. I'm getting bullied. How are we gonna play like Operation Flashpoint or Fallout Tactics multiplayer? How are we gonna play Worms? Join Wormnet, Starbright. Join Wormnet. Okay, so it's round 5. So we're a good decent way into this. I didn't actually see the HP pools, did you? It looks like Ricochet and Fungi are in the commanding league. Anchordon and Salty are on their last legs. Looks like Ricochet is doing the classic aggressive push with balls, crawls, and Mustangs.
They're red.
Yeah, they're red. Ricochet and Fungi are red, and Ricochet is just bowling through his opponent right now. What's going on in Anchordon's side? Oh, they're both getting pushed in by steel balls. Oh my god.
I see, so Ricochet's got the big ball win over on the left flank, and then Incredon's trying to defend with boats on the right. For some reason...
Doesn't seem to be working, though.
For some reason,
Oh my God,
Automod decided that Gorgs' message was hateful. Gorgs wrote, "I've never seen you on myspace.com/gaming. Thanks, Automod, for protecting us from that slur."
I miss MySpace. I'm gonna be real here. I miss MySpace.
Sometimes you just need a website where people can show up and see what your favorite My Chemical Romance song is.
Right?
I miss that too.
I'm weak to good music.
Yeah? So not My Chemical Romance? I'm just kidding, I listen to them too. I'm just throwing shade at people who
Go
don't
little
exist anymore.
wasp, I believe in you. Don't pretend those 24 Mustangs don't exist. I believe in you.
I was gonna say we almost came in too late, but we do get to see one last bit here, because just hanging on there with 224 health there for Team Blue here, Incredon and Salt. Now Incredon...
Salty picking up intensive training. I don't think that's the call. You're on your last legs here. This is do or die. I think that it's too late for intensive training right now.
At round 6, with 224 health left, yeah. Definitely a do or die moment. Yeah, just really strong armies. Like, you see these kind of matches sometimes. Like, look at Incredon's army, and like, you're just like, where are the people? Where are the fans? That's
Salty.
Is it?
Salty is the one with that's Salty.
Oh, Salty's the one. It's because of the boats. Okay, so Incredon's on the left. So yeah, everything I just said, but replace Incredon's name with Salty. Where is Salty's units? Like, 2 boats. Where is the rest? You know what I mean? Like, it's this big clump on the right, but it just doesn't seem as strong as like this big line of balls, big strong balls for Fungi Alex, and then for Rick. I mean, look at Rick's army. So many strong balls this round.
Oh, those level 4 balls have whoa. They have heavy armor equipped, so they're extra tanky.
Oh my god. 3-strike veteran.
And I don't see chin guns. I don't see chin guns on these overlords, so they're gonna have a pretty good time, I think.
No, I'm seeing Wasp Factory instead. Oh yeah, right flank's been smoked. The storms are still in range, it seems, despite the smoke, because everything's taking place at ball range. The Overlord's doing its best, but the EMP looks like it's really hurting there. And that Overlord is going to go down. Not a ton left to then deal with what remains. And it looks like Salt might hold on to the 2 Overlords, I'm not sure. The Wasp Mothership is kicking in. Over on the other side, Ricochet, or was this Fungi? No, I think this is Ricochet. The Ricochet Ball Task Force has just creamed their way through, and they're on the way. They're coming. But is there much AA?
That is just a big clump of 19-meter. Does Ricochet have a speed spec? Or did he get temp speed? He got temp speed.
This is like a convoy. Like, you see all those balls and stangs, and like, they're marching somewhere, right? Like, they're gonna go like...
This is Mad Max. It's that one scene from Mad Max.
I feel more like they're on their way to like oust a congressman. Like, this seems like a protest, you know what I mean? Like, it's like it's a march for justice or something. Look at them go. And the balls are gonna tank the Overlords. But can the level 1, 2, and 3 Mustangs take out the Overlords? Well, not to get
yeah, they're going.
Yeah, they can.
Melted.
They can.
They absolutely can.
They absolutely can. GG. A lot of balls in this match. We missed out. What a shame.
What a shame.
Alright, GG to Ricochet and Fungi Alex for that one.
I'm holding my tongue. Really, I'm putting in a lot of effort to hold my tongue right now.
Why is that?
Oh, if I said the things I wanted to say, I think I might get your channel banned.
You think we'd get banned for saying that they should bring back MySpace gaming?
Yes, absolutely. If I say that, we're done. The channel's done.
Okay, we better not say that then. Alright, I'm gonna let you update the standings and let us know who's next. I'm gonna eat a few more of these nuggets.
You're eating nuggets?
I've been eating nuggets this entire
Doing that to
time.
yourself?
Yeah, I mean,
Doing that to yourself?
they're KFC nuggets. I really like them. And right now there's a deal where it's like $7 for like 24 of them. And usually KFC's prices are terrible, but this isn't a bad price. And I've been eating them with this. I didn't ask for sauce. I didn't tell them what sauce to give me. Usually I do. This time I didn't, and they just gave me this. It's like this orange sauce. It's quite nice. It's quite spicy, but not like sweet chili spicy. Like it's like a musky spicy. And I've been salivating this entire tournament because, you know, when you eat hot stuff, yeah, so I get a lot of drool in my mouth. Anyway, how are the standings going?
Just updated the standings. Right now, wait, nope, that's not the right one. Right now, Spin Cycle with, wait, no, hang on. This is not score. Wait, win loss? Wait a minute.
I'm gonna open my sweet and sour chat, hang on.
Oh no, I put that in wrong. Hang on. I didn't report that right. There we go. That's better.
You've put it in right this time?
Yeah, I put it in right this time.
Excellent.
Looks like that Goff's and Krabs' team are in tied for first right now, but that's kind of to be expected when you're only 2 rounds in.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by Eric Hossie and Krabs' team. No, that's not Krabs. That is Ricochet and Fungi. They're tied for 3rd place, and Inkerdon, poor Inkerdon and Salty they've lost both their games. They're in last place right now.
I mean, they're still killers and murderers. They could still come back. You don't need to infantilize them. They don't need your sympathies. Inkerdon is a 2-time 2nd place champion. Inkerdon could come back around and start taking names.
Maybe. In any case, our next lineup, we've got Ricochet and Fungi versus Goff and... I totally forgot the other person's name.
Goff and Captain Zaku.
I'm a terrible person.
Gundam, Captain Zaku.
Yeah, Gundam. I struggle with names when I first learning them.
Wait, this is the first time you've heard the name Captain Zaku? I thought this was a serious tournament.
100% serious. It's so serious, I'm yelling at my participants to go build war factories.
I mean, hey, the person who built war factories won, so what do you think of that? But they also lost in that
Shit,
match.
You got me there.
Yeah, so it's a 50-50 win rate for war factories right now.
That's versus, we got those two, and then we've got Krabs' team versus Inkerdon's team. Who do you want to watch?
Okay, so what were the choices again? Run it by me one more time.
Krabs versus Inkerdon, Goff versus Ricochet.
Ooh, let's see Goff versus Ricochet, I think.
Goff versus Ricochet? You got it. Alright, Krabs, Inkerdon, get your match set up, and y'all can start whenever you're ready. Goff and Ricochet, stand by for my invite.
I think that, for one, it's good to bounce back to see the Goff team, and for two, if it's as quick as the last time Goff played, then we'll get to see the second match anyway. Inkerdon, you got dissed on. Inkerdon, I support you. Remember, Inkerdon, I always support you.
Room.
Remember, Inkerdon, I am your fan.
Invite Ricochet, invite Beagle, invite...
Thank you.
You're welcome. Where's Goff? There you are, Goff.
Inkerdon, I am like your attorney. I will always advocate for you. I will represent you.
Wait, I lost it. Where are you?
I will platform you.
There you are, Goff.
I will champion your presence, rights? I couldn't pick a word there. I will champion you in general.
Goff, can you get your Zaku to say something in chat again?
Inkerdon, if you are ever in a situation where someone wants to like duel you, I will step forward and be your champion. In the digital arena. If I'm within a 1 kilometer radius, in the real arena
that
too.
looks like everyone.
I will fight for the rights.
Oh god, the
Oh, Incredon. I'm not keying any of this up. It's my
the match
Starbright hasn't
the
heard
game
any of this.
maker is yelling at me that the teams are unbalanced. Oh, I see why. Oh, I see why.
That combat power.
Those numbers get big. Very big.
Big numbers. Let us see. So, I've only watched one set of Gof and Zaku yet, but it was a pretty strong impression, especially because we're against Arakasi, who is a strong player in their own right. So, I'm expecting now, you know, hey, I learned a word today. I'm seeding Starbright. I'm seeding. I'm seeding Gof and Zaku right now. That's how you say it, right? I'm seeding them.
I don't think that's how that word works.
They've been seeded, and we'll see if the seed bears fruit as we get into this 2v2 right here. With Fungi Alex and Ricochet on Team Red, and Gof the Great and Captain Zaku on Team Blue.
Ricochet is picking up Fang and Sledgehammer with aerial spec. I think we're about to see super sledges again.
They're just good units. It's just a great start. Any start that has sledges in it is a strong start. Alright, so far left blue is Fungi, right blue is Ricochet, and then you have left red is Gof, and right red is Captain Zaku. So it's Zaku v Ricochet, Fungi, Alex versus Gof.
Gof again, once again, doing his little aggressive formation. I see crawlers, mustangs, and crawler and mustangs on going hard on that right flank.
Yeah, it's kind of the default play for a lot of you know, for some people. Like, I'm not going to say that I watch a lot of high-level play. I don't. You know, I haven't been that involved in Mechbellum for a little bit now, and I pop into it now and then. But it does seem like early on in Evolve that some players play very aggressive. They have these very aggressive default postures. Gof's definitely one of them. Just like Arakasi. They're like default aggressive postured people in this game. I mean, it's strong.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
It's very strong. I find myself, I find myself struggling against it a lot on the ladder myself. It's, it can get, because it's psychological too. Because if you get flustered, like, you're done.
There's a lot of Phoenixes on the field here. The only person who doesn't have Phoenixes is, I forget who was far left. Was it, Zaku, I think. Everyone else has Phoenixes.
Zaku... No, I see Phoenixes. Oh no, that's not the right person. Gof does not have any Phoenixes.
Yeah, and...
He went all in on those crawlers and those mustangs on round 1, and it's gonna pay off.
Yeah, meanwhile, Zaku is paying off for Zaku too, creaming through Fungi. And meanwhile, Gof v... Hang on, Gof v Ricochet over here. Looks like it's Gof's got 2 Phoenixes and an Arclight left. Ooh, got some damage on the tower. Ooh, takes the tower out with a follow-up debuff shot from the Phoenix there, because it was just enough. Not much health left on the tower. Now that actually means that... Oh, I was gonna say... Ghost Phoenix come out first, it doesn't really matter.
Unfortunately, I don't think 2 Phoenixes and 5 Fangs are gonna beat a gaggle of crawlers and an entire convoy of Mustangs.
No, but it
I'm
is...
calling it now. That's the proper term for describing a group of crawlers and a group of Mustangs. It's a gaggle of crawlers.
A gaggle?
I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
Send an email. Send an email to the developers of Mechbellum.
I'll send an email.
Terminology now.
I'll send an email to Epic Games. Yeah, I'll send an email to Unity. I'll let them know.
Let's see. Fungi Alex coming up with the shield drop. No one else has picked anything yet. Strike Specialist from Gof. Okay. I think I already know where that's going.
Keeping it aggro there. Ricochet skips for 50.
Ricochet is skipping.
Hmm. Interesting to skip a shield airdrop. Like, you really got to be committed to, I think, early economy aggression to take 50 credits over a recharging shield, I think. Strike for both of them. Ooh. Red team. Team Mario, very, very aggressive here. Both going for Strike Specialist. Both going to be completing those L's by the look of it.
From the red team?
Yeah, both Gof and Zaku took Strike Specialist.
Zaku's formation looks a little bit more reserved. He does definitely have a lot of fast units, but current formation as it is doesn't look too terribly aggressive.
I'm curious then to see when that strike specialist comes in. Maybe they just thought it was the best choice of everything there. Like, it is a useful thing to pick up to be flexible for later.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think we're going to see it quite yet, but game is still young. There's still opportunities.
Oh yeah, it's only round 2. It was interesting to see, after how dominantly I seeded them. I didn't mean to say it that way, I'm sorry. But I actually do mean how dominantly I thought they came into the match from the last one. To see Goth, like, not immediately do, like, super as dominant on round 1. A bit more hope for blue team here than the blowout we saw last time. No, that wasn't deliberate, Barley.
Now.
And it was too far. That's why it wasn't deliberate.
Bulldoze through quicker. Is Fungi elite spec? Ah, he is elite spec. And oh, those Arclights have armor. Oh, rested. Oh, I think Fungi has blunted Goth's aggression for now. Because those Mustangs are hung up on those Arclights and doing nothing. And meanwhile, he's got a Rhino that's kind of bulldozing through this other tower. Oh no, that's Goth. Goth got a Rhino? Really? Wow, okay.
Oh, on which side?
Unfortunately, the Rhino is dead. So,
I saw it on Zaku's side, the Rhino coming in, but yeah, it did get taken out. Because left is Zaku and Fungi, I think.
This is always confusing.
It is. 2v2s are hard, but we're doing our best, I think. Red team losing that one there.
Yeah.
I didn't fully see how.
Arclights with armor was they
guess
really carried Fungi there.
I guess that was the big thing. Yeah, the armored Arclights versus the Mustang heavy comp. Always going to be nice if that's all the damage you've got to bring to the table. Hey Banzer, how you doing?
Oh no, and now I see fire being dropped in front of Goth's formation. Oh no.
Fire picked up both for Fungi and Rick here. We're still looking for the choices from Goth and Zaku. Makes me really think they're like discussing this, like what they're gonna get. Skip for Goth. Skip for Zaku.
Both skipping.
Yeah, you can definitely see from the timing there. Like they talked about that, they discussed it, and then they both agreed to kind of unify.
I'm actually peeking back in Discord right now. Everyone's in their own little voice channel.
As they must be. One must talk and communicate to have a good relationship in Mechbellum.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think blue team has this in the bag this round though, because Goth is just gonna get completely wiped out by that fire, and there's not really much you can do about it because Fungi is dropping that fire on his side of the map, so you can't really shield against that.
Yeah, considering that Team Red already lost last round, and now they're getting incendiaried on, entire halves of their army on both sides, no shields to stop it, really does look like a hard time for Red here.
Absolutely.
I definitely want to watch this left side with Fungi and Goth, because I just want to see that whole flank die.
Here it comes!
Oh my lord!
Oh my god, the humanity.
Yeah, the balls do survive, but everything else fries over there. Similar things happening on the right side, but I'm going to go back to watching Goth v Fungi here. The balls are doing pretty good. They would have been really scary if the chap had lived. They definitely would have got through to that tower, but as it is, the incendiary is just enough, and Fungi will win versus Goth. On the other side, Ricochet v Zaku. Zaku didn't lose as much. I was wrong before. It is Goth on the left. Zaku didn't lose as much to the fire, but still doesn't look like Zaku keeps enough to defeat Ricochet's army.
Oh, and it's just enough, it seems.
Bounty
There
actually,
goes the Phoenix.
Bounty actually points out something that might have been smart. Is Bounty says Rick probably could have held on to his incendiary and dropped it on Goth again in the same spot next round. Yeah, that would have been smart. I like the idea. Still, you can't argue with success, and still looking really healthy for Team Blue. Red in some trouble. Need to turn things around.
What's going on? I didn't get a chance to look at Zaki versus Ricochet on the right side. I see anti-air fortresses. Two of them, in fact. This is getting out of hand.
Big investment here of 2 fortresses just showing up in round 4 with tech. That's a lot of money. I mean, surely Captain Zaku's been ecoing, right? Because I don't even see a debt to pay for that, and you wouldn't have that much money.
I do believe Zaku is giant spec, so he does save 200 off of unlocking that. But that's still like what, an 11,000, 11, well, not 11,000, 1,100 supply investment.
Yeah, and they just bought mass recruitment as well. They're not done.
Where did your money come from?
How are they
guy?
affording this? I don't understand how they're even affording that.
I share your confusion.
I'm not in like the proper spectator mode where I can see like all of their supplies and stuff. Maybe this is the strat. Maybe this is why Red has been losing. Dare I say Zaku's been ecoing?
Maybe. I'm still confused at the anti-air tech though. For 3 Phoenixes?
Well,
really?
they might be the difference. I mean, that level 2 Phoenix is the gold medalist of damage. Chat,
that is fair.
Chat does point out it was a double skip on tech recently too. They might have been planning this. Here comes the anti-air now. Unfortunately, misses the Phoenixes the first time.
Coming back online in about now.
Yeah, and it's gonna take out only one. Not having great luck with like the anti-air Stormcooler missiles there basically, but it doesn't seem to matter too much. Those forts are super healthy. They are gonna take out the Phoenixes now. Big clean turnaround for Zaku there. Dominant victory. And you know what?
Goth was able to push through on their side too.
Yeah, it looks like this was planned. This feels like it was a timing push. Because suddenly they are back with a vengeance. Wow, that's a huge turnaround of fates. Just suddenly evening up the score basically. Half the life taken off Team Blue in an instant. And now as Blue, all of this stuff's come out of nowhere. You've been spending your money already doing your own strategies. But now suddenly you have to counter all of that shit that just came out with whatever money you have. You don't have time to save up now, because if you lose like that in another couple of rounds, you're done.
Oh, I see heavy armor. Both Goth and Zaku are picking up heavy armor. Heavy armor's on Zaku's side, going straight onto the fortress.
Oh, wouldn't it be
going on over?
Wouldn't it be cool if you could put items on your allies' units in 2v2?
Oh, that would be disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Can you imagine just like slapping 2 parasites on one? Like, one side?
No.
Oh, that would be. Oh god.
Over on the left, Fungi, the strong units seem to be... Because I've been watching Fungi a lot. I gotta watch Fungi this time. I see level 3 arc lights. I see hackers, which is interesting. Hackers? What's this about?
Hackers can be okay against steel balls if they're on level, but those are some level 3 steel balls. One of them's got heavy armor, which does affect how much time it takes to hack them. So I'm not sure that's the go there. Looks like they've wrapped up though, so what is will be.
Alright, let's see. So the line...
no, and...
Go on.
No, Goth has pulled apart Fungi's formation, just throwing some throwaway crawlers on the side, and now those arc lights are getting distracted, and now they can't clear all the chaff as effectively.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, now they're coming in, but they're a bit too late. One of those level 3 balls are getting hacked. All of the ball brethren getting rid of it, but unfortunately a ball gets straight onto the hacker. Long range balls there, really good, otherwise that ball would have got hacked, so long range making the difference there. Nice tech pickup.
Oh, that Goth got whittled down pretty good. He doesn't have quite a lot left. Definitely will win, I think, but not as decisive as I thought it would be.
Not nearly as decisive as last time.
Oh, and Zaku's coming in to help now, though.
Zaku is decisive enough for the both of them. Look at those 3 forts and that whole army still standing. Woo! 500. Turnaround time for Blue. Winner die.
It's they gotta go. They got a debt.
Gotta go. Gotta get the job done.
What's going on Zaku and Ricochet's side?
They're skipping again. They're pushing for the aggressive bloodlust finish here. We don't need techs, we just need more units. We just need to win.
I see a pair of level 2 fortresses. One of them has the heavy armor, and I don't see anything on Ricochet's side that can get through it. I mean, he does have these charge shot Phoenixes, but that does reduce their range by 25 and put him in range of the Mustangs. Oh, and now their Fang production on the fortresses as well.
Interesting. I never see that used to amazing effect, but I haven't seen these guys use it before, and they seem to know what they're up to.
I think they might be confident that... Or, I think Zaku might be confident that Ricochet's chaff clear isn't too terribly strong, which... Three Arclights and 2 Sledges is not great. It's not a great chaff clear.
Yeah.
But 2 Vulcans with incendiary missiles, I think that's pretty good chaff clear.
I mean, that is the way, you know, that is the way it goes, is you... There's no missile deception turrets for Zaku. So, when you have this Fang problem, you gotta bring in that incendiary line. We'll see how well it works here. I see in the far distance a boat for Goat as well on the other side. Oh. Napalm just ruins Fang lines.
Absolutely. That said, can these Phoenixes clean up these fortresses? I think that's what it comes down to.
Well, I don't
think any of this other stuff can kill it, and all the Phoenixes are dead already.
And that's the best part of AA Barrage. It's not that it does damage to air, it's that it focuses air. So that if those Phoenixes were still alive at this point because of dealing with the Vulcans and all the chaff, the fortress would be dead for Zaku. But because those Phoenixes are taken out almost instantly by the AA Barrage, it's an easy cleanup for the forts. That's the big difference. What's going on the other side? Looks like Ghost brought it back as well. Boat taking the victory there, and that is going to be the death knell. That's Team Red taking it for sure.
Yeah, that's game. You don't walk away from that with 3 fortresses and an overlord left on the field. Ouch.
You don't.
That is some overkill.
You don't walk away from that with both your shoes on. Not at all. That's that. They came in looking, you know, taking some hits, but I wonder if it was planned from the start or if they adapted to it midway, because we really saw there was clearly some saving up some eco, and then suddenly, boom, just units out of nowhere that you can't respond to quick enough with that fort line. As soon as the fort line came out, it was just game over. They never came back.
Yeah, definitely.
Big
this
stuff.
This is why Gof is good at the game and I'm not.
Gof is good at the game. It's true. And clearly Zaku is as well. They've both been really consistent. Both members of that team really consistently doing well on their sides. Even when they like drop here or there, like any of the rounds, it always seems to be like they've got a plan to come back around or there's some purpose to it. They really seem to be in control.
I just hopped into Inkerdon's game right now versus Crabs. They're in progress. They're on round 7. I see a whole mess of Mustangs. Oh my god, that's a lot of Mustangs.
I'm on my way to that. Where is it? There they are.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units of Mustangs on the board across all teams.
Quite a balanced match, too. I just saw the health pools, and they were both at half health each. Wow, there's a lot of big units on the field. I see, looks like, hackers on one side. And that is a lot of leveled up Mustangs. That's so scary. I'm really afraid of leveled up Mustangs.
They're scary. They can really do damage to you. Oh my god, they're shredding that poor steel ball. No, don't do it. Oh, no, man, they got hacked. And Krabs and Inkerdon are throwing shit at us, having to slow down for us. Oh, rest in peace all of those Mustangs, though. The fire missile taking all of them out.
Yeah, fire missile definitely a good response to a big blob of squishies like that. See if it'll be enough against, Ooh, the hack. Oh my god, they're gonna hack that Vulcan.
Oh, that would be big if that happened.
They're hacking that Vulcan.
Oh, it's happening. Oh, no. Oh, no, they took over the level 3 hacker. Tower's gonna go down, but, is it gonna be enough? This Vulcan, level 3 Vulcan it's something. It's not nothing. Oh, no, that's their Mustangs. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, suddenly we got here and, like, it's almost over. Damn.
Oh, wait, that's not... I'm an idiot.
I mean, you're coming into the match in round 7. It's difficult to know what's going on. It's normal to be dazed and confused.
That's just my default state. Dazed and confused.
Chronic mental concussion. Okay.
Krabs and Incrodon both with nano repair. Argyle and Salty with Photon. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting to see them kind of match off against each other there. Looks like Incrodon and Salty definitely back into a vengeance here, though. Though, did I have my camera the wrong way around? Where was I looking? Where were the hackers?
Those are Salty's hackers.
So, oh no, I see what happened, I guess. So I guess Salty walked forward, defeated that tower, then turned back around, and okay, I see.
Yep.
Because I got confused, because it looks like Salty's forces were defending Arlyle's territory last match, and I was really confused coming in mid-match what was going on. I agree, Bounty, that is super important. I see tank production factory on one of Krabs' forts, too. Well, let's see some big plays from Team Blue here, because as they recognize the eye is watching, and if there's one thing that's worse than dying, it's dying when the Eye of Sauron is watching. That's even worse.
Give us the ring. Give us the ring, Krabs.
Give us the ring. Huge amounts of fire going out here. Just trying to stop all of this. Only one word can stand for it. All this crap coming in. All these Mustangs, Bulls, and Crawlers. But it's still not enough to stop that Vulcan from getting hacked. These hackers look like they're being really effective, actually.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a level 3 hacker. That's also a level 3 hacker. The
Dominant.
level 2 hacker on the other side is still alive and shielded up.
Salt has stolen everything, and it's a huge army coming in to get... Who the heck was this again for blue left?
Krabs.
Krabs. Krabs. The architect of their own demise. This tournament exists because you showed me this game, Krabs, and then our community started playing it. You're the reason you're losing right now. You brought all these people to this slaughter. And that last fort is... Yeah, Krabs is right to blame me. The last fort goes down. If only Krabs had blamed themselves and seen this coming 4 months ago, they never would have been here. To get bodied on camera. GG.
Yeah, the Krabs showed you the game. You started playing it. I saw you playing the game, so I started playing it, and then I started really liking the game, so I started hosting tournaments.
This whole thing smacks of peer pressure. GG to Incrodon and So Salty Salt there. We came in, looks like, right at the turning point where they started bringing things back around. Good for them. More points up for them. Are any other matches in play, or are we ready for the next round?
Just need to submit these scores, but yes. So that was Incrodon and Salty winning that. Okay, round 4. We've got Goff versus Ricochet.
Everything by the numbers.
Wait, what? No, that's right. Wait, is that right?
It sounds right to me.
I should have just used their names.
What was the question? I was eating, not listening. I can only do one at a time.
No, that's Krabs' team. It's gonna be Krabs versus Goff and Arakasi versus Ricochet.
Okay. Who do you want to watch?
Who do I want to watch?
Yeah.
I wanted to watch Incrodon, but Incrodon's not in this round.
We all want to watch Incrodon. It's the only reason anyone opens my channel.
As much as I like to bully Incrodon, and as much as Incrodon likes to bully me, we're good friends. We're good friends.
Incrodon is the heart of the stream.
Absolutely. I want to see Ricochet go up against Arakasi.
Ricochet v Arakasi. Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Incrodon says, I don't believe you, Beagle. If I was so popular, Boat Channel would get more traffic. You're like the heart of the stream in the way that, like, if you play, like, the old Zelda games, like Ocarina, you know, you go into, like, the big, like, Deku tree, and it's, like, full of spiders and shit. Like, we all know that, like, you're really important to, like, the forest and our village, but we're not going in where you live, because there's a lot of bug pictures in there, and that's for you, not us. Oh, spoilers if you ever haven't played Ocarina, guys, there's a big tree in it.
Oh my god, how could you ruin this for me? How dare you?
You were just gonna get around to playing Ocarina in 2023, right? Like, you're just... next week you're gonna do it?
It was on my to-do list in 2024. I was gonna go play it later next year.
Well, not now that you know about the tree, though, obviously. I'm sorry.
Obviously not. You've ruined the entire experience for me.
Yeah. Okay. Emotes broke? Our emotes broke?
Ooh.
Oh, Incredon emote broke.
Still loading in. There it is.
Okay, so Fungi, Alex, and Ricochet versus Mephansterus and Arakasi here. Supply for Fungi, and the others still picking.
Picking. Cost control. I have a love-hate relationship with cost control. Every time I pick that up, I eat shit. Every time my opponent picks it up, I still eat shit.
Okay. Maybe the problem's closer to home, I don't know.
No, it's obviously not my fault. It's the children.
Yeah, that is how it works. Yeah, it is not your fault. I don't think it's your fault. I was gonna say something, but I've completely forgotten what I was gonna say, so it's over now.
It's over. It's done.
I have nothing to say anymore.
Krabs and Goff, by the way, whenever you're ready to start your match, you can go ahead and start it.
So we saw with, I think it was Fungi and Rick, we saw, I think, Fungi pick their commander first, and then Rick take a while to decide what to pick. Meanwhile, I think Mephan and Arakasi pick kind of similarly. Does this mean that Fungi and Rick have worse teamwork than Mephan and Arakasi? What do you think, Starbright?
I really couldn't say. I really can't say.
I can say yes. Because it's important in any relationship to have good communication, and what that means is you should incessantly ask your partner before you do any single thing. And no matter how small or minor, always get their permission and make them make the decisions for you. That's my advice.
Are you spying on me right now? Are you like do you have a secret camera?
Oh, is that like your strat? Is that your relationship meta? I was making a joke, but apparently I've hit upon something.
Guys, help! Chat, help! I need you to get in the chat and yell at Beagle.
You need to get in the chat and tell Starbright whether or not to yell at me. Chat, apparently. Speaking of not that at all in any way, it does not look good for blue here as the Storm Girls are getting overrun by Mustangs and Bulls on one side and on the left.
Though.
Also losing?
Red team won. Oh, wait, no. Wait, what?
Red team won on both sides. Yeah. Fungi and Rick both taken aggro by Mephan and Arakasi. Mephan actually looking the most dominant here in round one. Coming in swinging with the Marksman Specialist. Some Storms, some Fangs, and some Crawlers. And it looks like it took out those Bulls. I was about to say Bulls and Arakasi's. Bulls and Arclights and Crawlers quite nicely. Oh, immediate supercharged engine mode on the Crawlers too. Nice item pickup. Interesting unit to put it on. Those are gonna be fast Crawlers.
Oh boy. Oh god. Who fed the puppies sugar cubes? Cool.
Yeah, I mean they're going at 26 meters per second. Well, I don't know. I mean, it only says MS. That could be 26 miles a second. I'm not sure.
Oh god, can you imagine if this game was measured in miles?
It's like Mechbellum 2. It's like a Hearts of Iron, like grand strategy zoom out scale. You like buy crawlers and give them speed upgrades, and they go from like Luxembourg to France in like one turn.
Holy shit!
I've never played Hearts of Iron, but I assume those are countries that exist in there because you know they're real countries.
That would be terrifying to watch in real life if that were actually something traveling at 26 miles a second.
Is Luxembourg a country?
I don't know.
I think it's a country. It's something. It exists in the world. I know that much. Here we go, round two. Now,
I see Wasp and no anti-air for blue.
like at all, anywhere?
No, Meth, is it Meth? No. No, that's their team. Yeah, no, blue team doesn't have any anti-air. They have
have one.
a unit of, a unit of marksman, and that's it.
They have one marksman, and if that one marksman dies, nothing can stop these wasps across the entire blue alliance.
I love you, Wasp. Go, little Wasp, go.
These
Make
wasps.
me proud.
These.
Make Bobby proud.
Oh no, hang on. There's also a marksman. There's 2 marksmen for. No, that's their wasp. Yeah, that's it. Never mind. But the blue marksman does live. Ooh. Can one marksman fight 12 wasps?
Maybe if they get bogged down to everything else long enough.
Well, it's 11 wasps now, but it is about the bogging here. We're gonna see if that marksman can be chaffed for long enough. I'm not sure it can.
I don't think so. I don't think so either. The crawlers, they've got their mind of their own. They see the squirrel on the road and they're going after it.
These are turbo wasps too. These are engined up wasps. And
Oh my god, you're right.
They're about to do the funniest thing possible by living to the end and killing every fucking unit in the game. Good for them.
I think they're just gonna kill everything before anything else can.
Yeah. You know, we've mentioned StarCraft already today, and if you've played StarCraft before, you know that air cheese is a thing. And you know that people really don't like it. So I'm glad to see... I'm glad to see that one unit of wasps there, keeping the dream alive, making people mad. No doubt on Team Blue. Just like, what are they called? Banshees, flying DTs, all those years ago.
I remember one time I was playing StarCraft and I was playing StarCraft 1 actually. I built one Wraith, stuck it behind my enemy's mineral line, and I just left it there. And the other person got so mad at me. It was like, oh, I built one Wraith! One!
Yeah. And StarCraft is a game where you can't get anti-air units. You can't buy them if someone does that to you, so it's a big problem. You never told me this story, though. You were gonna come back around to the let me build in your base story. What happened with that?
Oh!
Can you tell it in 45 seconds?
So basically, I used to do LAN parties with my extended family, and they did melee, so you can make and break teams on the fly. And my cousin built a shit ton of photon cannons in my brother's base, and it's like, oh no, this is for defense, for defense. And near the end of the game, he unallies and the photon cannons shred everything.
That sounds like DEF CON. That sounds a lot like the game DEF CON. I really like game modes like that, where it's like diplomacy mid-match. I really enjoy that. Makes me want to play Stopcom again now. Here we go.
Ricochet going pretty heavy on those missiles last round and this round too, taking out both the steel balls last round, one of them this round. Not sure if they had the money, but he's about to get rolled over by these photon rhinos. Oh my god. Where did these come from? Yeah, those rhinos are just kind of rolling over everything. They're gonna murder these steel balls too, I think.
Big photon rhinos doing a lot of work, you're right. Red looking really good on the right flank. How about on the left? Not bad.
On over here. Yeah, they're doing okay. They're doing pretty good.
I think they've got enough Stormcrawlers left to kill that blob of Mustangs, as long as the balls don't kill everyone. I think the marksman can kill the balls. If they aggro?
The marksman can cover them good enough. If they don't keep walking away. Oh no! Goodbye, Stormcrawlers. We knew you well.
Well,
they get the tower though.
Yeah, those storms might actually live there because they get the tower. Nice, good for them. 2 storms. One storm gets to live.
Wait, what is there left? Oh my god, wait, oh no, the
Wait. So, right blue had some units left still after right red walked away. The disrespect.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Some level 2 balls.
It's like Arakasi's right red army beat Rick's force, but then walked off. I think there's just so much flanking going over there that like that Rick's little pocket of balls there was just busy the whole match or something with crawlers or something.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, no, there's a Mustang, crawler, balls, and a rhino just in the bottom right corner of the map, just beating each other up.
Interesting to see everyone but Rick go for top supply specialist here. Rick goes for missile device specialist instead, it seems. So, I mean, top supply specialist really doesn't pay off for a long time. It's not as good as it looks on paper.
It takes 3 rounds. 3 rounds.
Yeah, it takes quite a while to kick in and be like anything but a deficit. So it's interesting. Interesting to see everyone but Rick take it. Everyone's planning for a long game here in 2v2.
Yeah, I think Ricochet is currently feeling the pressure from this very aggressive composition. It's all 16 speed units here. Crawlers, steel balls, Mustangs, and Rhinos. There are no slow units on Arakasi's composition. Oh, and Wasps too? No, who's the... No, those are Mustangs. Never mind. My point stands though. It's a fast. It's a fast composition.
And just like with 2v2, how you can like do the slow build of like, you know, war factories and you're producing techs and stuff, and go for like a long match, you can also do the opposite and build a very fast number of units, kill your opponent quickly, and then go help your teammate fast.
And I think that's why Ricochet went missile spec, because he just needs something to help hold the line while he gets some kind of defense built up. But it's not look like it's working out that well.
No, it isn't. And didn't Rick take missile specialist? But then were there any missiles placed? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, there were a couple of missiles placed.
Okay. Well, Rick does look to be doing a lot better here. I mean, absolutely sweeping. With whatever they did it right. And now their force is coming over to help Fungi. Versus Mafan over here. Yeah, it kind of just happened, didn't it? Like, suddenly Rick just won. And it's looking a lot better for Blue now. Gonna cream over all of this force. No, I meant... Look, I was... No, like... I'm not doing it on purpose. I meant, like, they're gonna cream this force, and then I meant, like, they're gonna roll over this force. And I just combined the two phrases in one without thinking, and that's not what I meant. It's not what I meant. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. It was an accident.
Oh my, Alex, Fungi is getting elite crawlers. Oh, that is generally a bad pick, but I can't ever resist picking it because it's just so funny to me.
Elite crawlers are really strong, but I also do feel like with the amount they cost for what they are still, crawlers, that generally whenever I've seen someone take it, they lose. Sometimes it's even because they take it, the level 5 crawlers do so good that they keep buying them, and then they lose because someone buys a Vulcan.
Another thing that's not great about level 5 crawlers is that they actually give out a lot of XP because they're level 5.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, level 1 crawler doesn't give much, and admittedly, individually, a level 5 crawler doesn't give much either. But that's still a level 5 crawler, and if, like, a level 2 unit kills it, that's a lot of XP they're getting.
Yeah, that's fair. But they're definitely a strong unit. I mean, it's a 24, I believe, number squad. Number of crawlers in it. They have 1,500 health and 655 damage. Like, that is a pretty sturdy unit for a swarm.
Absolutely, yeah. EMP'd right off the bat, though. I mean, I don't think that actually is going to do too much. Wait, oh, this, I see a Rhino about to hit a tower. Yeah, down goes that tower. And I think Ricochet is about to, yeah, Ricochet is, getting annihilated right now.
Though that Overlord might be enough here. Those Stangs aren't very good at killing it because they have HE ammo. And unfortunately, the real problem there is that the balls don't stick around and just go off to kill Rick's upper tower. Hey, better things are going on left blue though. Fungi doing way better here. All the level 5 crawlers are dead, sadly, because again, that's the problem. They are just crawlers. Just crawlers you paid like 300 for, I think, but they still can die to storms if they get tar pitted. But, you know, even though they're dead, a pretty sizable force left. It's just a case of can it deal with... I think the answer is yes. Arakasi's force over here.
Yeah.
I mean, those Stangs aren't doing bad for Arakasi, don't get me wrong. But I don't think they'll go all the way.
Arclight is that. That is a very happy Arclight right there.
Oh yeah, that is a leveled Arclight, surely. Yes, it is. It's around 6 now.
When did he pick up that toss supply spec? Was that round 4?
Yeah, that was round 4, I think.
So that should be paying for. Actually, no. It pays off next round. Is when that pays off.
For everyone but Rick, and that'll be interesting because Rick's already feeling the pressure, and they're going to feel the pressure even more when they're behind 150 credits in every single round. That's going to be hard to defend against when you're already on the back foot.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems that Meth has smartened up. He has shielded his threw a shield on over his steel ball, so no more missiles for you.
Arakasi, you mean?
Arakasi, yes, excuse me. What would I do without you?
Call Mephansterus, Arakasi, and vice versa, probably. The only way I've gotten used to it is that the little guys, the little pictures are on the right. If you don't change your camera around, and the big guys are on the left. So big guys left, little guys right.
I can't believe I didn't think of that before.
Yeah, it's about the big guys and little guys. That's what everything's about in the world, really.
Beagle's brain is the biggest brain ever.
And then you look at a picture of my brain, and it's just like a tiny little brain in my skull, and it just says big guys, little guys on it. Anyway, what got bought this round? I see... I don't think I see...
Overlords for, I see Overlords for Arakasi. I see...
I don't see many more crawlers for fungi. Maybe a third unit was bought. I think the phoenixes might be new. Yeah, the phoenixes are new. Those crawlers aren't. And it's interesting watching the flank force placed by Arakasi. Fungi's right flank is engaging Arakasi's flanking force so that it can't go over and get Ricochet on the side. Overlord battle of Arakasi versus Ricochet. But it looks like it's kind of an asymmetric victory. Yeah, Ricochet's won, but there's another Overlord on Arakasi's other side, and they're gonna get that tower, I think. What's going on with the left side fight?
Left side fight, it looks like Fungi is just rolling over those level 5. Oh, I see a bunch of level 5 crawlers still alive, and they have Replicate, so that's just gonna be a lot of crawlers running around everywhere.
I love watching Replicate on the elite crawlers because you can see the Replicates really easy. Like, all the little white ones got replicated from the orange ones. It's very cute.
Have you seen Replicate or Parasite come out of a war factory? It is a sight to behold.
No. How many crawlers do you get for killing a war factory with Replicate?
I can't count, but I think it's like 3, maybe 4 units worth of crawlers.
So you call them...
Everyone picking up Amcor.
You call them drill puppies, and they keep promising they're going to give us unit skins. I'd love to see like a little happy dog skin for the crawlers.
You can thank Saint Lemons for my verbiage there. He drew some very pretty art from when I was playing Mechbellum, and he drew them like little puppies, and they were adorable. And yes, developers of Mechbellum, give me my drill puppy skins.
Yeah, like, I wasn't fully convinced by you calling them that until I watched them in this tournament, and the way they kind of lope happily is very dog-like, I have to agree.
I've converted another person.
Yeah, I see it.
Puppy.
I see it now, I do. Okay, so... what's new on the field? We've got a Vulcan comes in for Mephansterus. It's been given amplifying core and range enhancement. So we're all in on the Vulcan here, trying to stop the overrun of all these crawlers. Not just the crawlers, all the Mustangs too. Will it be enough is the question.
Will it be enough? And I'm worried that the one Vulcan might not be enough, because that's only covering one side. What about these other crawlers on the
Look at the middle flank, though. Look at all the units on that middle flank. A new Overlord being brought in, too?
God.
It's crazy. That flank is, like, just insane.
You'd think that being switched in between the two main armies would, you would have a bit of trouble, but oh, wait, nope, there goes the Overlord. No, they just got ran over, but also, like, it's pulling apart Blue Team's formation. It's really bad, but, I mean, it doesn't seem to matter because Blue Team is winning right now.
Yeah, Blue Team's winning hard right now. I think it's just going to be this Vulcan's going to do a lot of work. And the problem is, those Phoenixes are going to come in and they're going to roast it. And there's nothing really to take those Phoenixes out.
The Arclights are tanking for the Mustangs too.
Oh. Finally the Vulcan does take them out,
they
but now it goes down.
But, and not before taking out a lot of the Mustangs, but that's still, actually, no, I think it did its job. I think that Vulcan did its job pretty good. It would have been nice if it stayed alive. I think it would have been very helpful, because there's still a lot of chaff there. There's still a lot of Mustangs around.
Yeah, it's a big old victory for Blue there, sweeping it out. That's GG.
That's a GG indeed.
Minus 2,000 health at the end. That's a big win for Ricochet and Fungi. We're seeing a lot of it go around. Like, this is a round robin, and everyone is rounding their robins. Like, it's a lot of points going around. Like, everyone's doing pretty good here, I think. I'm actually quite curious what the points are at right now, because it doesn't seem like anyone's really dominating.
I will have to go check on that, but yeah, no, absolutely not.
While she checks that out, I'm gonna eat more nuggets. Yeah, that's true,
That was
Bounty.
Ricochet's team, that one, right? I keep getting Ricochet and Arakasi mixed up.
That was Ricochet. And Fungi, that's right, who just won.
Yeah, okay. I was correct. I don't have the... Oh no, I got pinged. Here it is. Second string one against Mobsters. Thank you. Oh wow, Goff got defeated.
There you go. I guess
Their
Seed
first
isn't all
loss.
it's cracked up to be.
I mean, you win some, you lose some.
Is that their first loss?
That's
No,
their
it
first
is.
loss, yeah.
Okay, so I take it back. Someone is dominating, and it's Ghost's team, but not anymore. So who they lose to?
They lost to Krabs and Argyle.
Oh, there you go. That's good. Good for Crabs. Just put your own dominance on the field. There you go.
Where are my standings? So right now, at the top, Mobsters, Goff and Zaku, they're still at the top, but they should have their first loss. Wait, did I? Oh, wait, hang on. I marked that wrong. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right.
Hang on, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna get a drink. I'll just be right back, everyone.
I have control of the stream now. This is my stream now. I fixed it. I fixed it. It's okay. It's okay. I fixed it. Stop yelling at me, chat. Okay, so, hello, my name is Starbright, and I say trans rights. Tell a joke? Oh. Hello? What? Oh, ah! Damn you, Jeff! Jeff! I don't actually have any good jokes. Most of my jokes came from when I was like a teenager and still pretty. Let's say I was pretty deep in being a capital G gamer, so I don't have any jokes that aren't super offensive. What did one duck say to the other duck? Duck. Yeah, how could you, Jeff? Like, how can you bonk trans rights just like that? Ever had a heated gaming moment as a streamer? No. I've actually only started streaming recently, and I'm quite not very capital G gamer anymore. So no, I have not had a heated gaming moment before. I did rant about burger joints in my local area. It always seems like burger places around where I live, it's either like this posh upscale, like, oh, you know, we made a burger from these very expensive ingredients, and I'm just like, no, stop gentrifying my peasant food, you dickheads. And on the other side of the spectrum, you've got people who are like, we're gonna redeem the burger, it's gotten too soy woke something, we need to make the burger manly again. And I'm just like, no, I just want a good burger. You don't have to prove anything. Yeah, Jeff Jeff knows. Jeff knows I've gotten this rant before about grilled chicken burgers. Yeah. Oh fuck! Now I'm hungry. Shit. Shake Shack opinions? I don't know what Shake Shack is. I'm assuming that's like a milkshake joint. What is that? I'm not familiar with this. I'm not familiar with this restaurant. Starfry wants her soy boy bottom burger? Nothing, but they were 3:30 burger. Let's go. I could. You know what? I can make a Shake Shack is decent milkshakes. All right, they don't serve real estrogen anymore. Have y'all heard of the conspiracy theory about how like 5G how the 5G towers are gonna trans your gender, or how the COVID vaccine is gonna turn everyone to cat girls? Man, boy, do I wish that were actually true. I rejoined Tumblr recently. I don't know jokes anymore. Only things that vaguely resemble jokes.
Love you.
Oh wait, hang on. While I have control over, the stream.
I'm back.
Oh. Hello. Welcome back, Beagle.
Hi.
Hello. I totally was not about to tell chat about the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV that has a free trial and includes the award-winning expansions Heavensward and Stormblood.
Oh, they got Stormblood now?
Yeah.
Oh.
The free trial goes up to level 70.
Oh. I still think that game's boring though. You have nothing. Did I just destroy you or something? Like, was that?
I can't believe you would say that about my favorite thing in the world, and I will take this as a personal offense.
There are easier ways to enjoy Vieira than playing Final Fantasy XIV. I'm gonna be brave enough to say it. You don't have to play that game. By the way, speaking of games, do we have a game to join?
No, I was just bullshitting with chat while you were gone.
Okay. Alright, well I'm back. Thanks for waiting for me. I'm ready to go again. Let's get a match going. Let's go.
Okay, round 5.